You got to play the classic.
Oh, I am.
I'm taking an ice bath.
All right, roll.
Here we go. Whoa. Flashback.
I was Danish. I was O'Neill. So I can tell you how they both feel. It's a great podcast, so it's a fucking good deal. They call it Danish. Danish and O'Neill. 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 Danish and O'Neill.
But you're a horser. Tell me about riding those horses.
It's La High Flamblue. Tell me about La High Flamblue.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's the final episode of the Danish and O'Neill podcast. But don't fear, next week, you don't have to do anything. Beach Cops will be your new podcast.
The end of an era and the beginning of a new one, and to close it out in style, in studio, with as many wrestling toys, it's none other than Big Earl Skakel.
Why don't you tell me about this pedophile bait that you have sitting on the table here?
Here we have Lex Luger.
You have it in package for those not on video.
That makes it more valuable.
And autograph.
Signed Lex Luger.
Have you ever taken it out?
No, man.
It looks like there's a little damage on the side of that box.
Let's travel from Nashville.
Your Kamala's
Oh,
real.
you took that to Nashville?
The Kamala's real beat up.
And
More beat up than his legs. Hi-oh.
Hello. Does that come with a wheelchair accessory on that Kamala?
No, if you guys want, I thought I'd do this because it's the last episode of Danish and O'Neill. If Aaron has some scissors, we could chop his legs off.
Those have to be some pretty heavy-duty scissors.
Aaron, do you have a machete or some scissors?
I'm just kidding. That doll was $95. I'm not.
The Luger.
Did you buy it recently, or did you buy it when it
at
came
the wrestling
out?
convention.
Oh, okay.
And then this doll was cheap because it was out of the box. Sid Vicious.
Psycho Sid.
Oh, nice.
Now, I thought I'd showcase my voiceover skills with this one.
Okay.
I just need one of you to go, you're going to play Shawn Michaels. One of you is going to play Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
You go, Big Sid, I'm giving you the night off. And then Barry Jelly mode will kick in.
All right.
So, Aaron, yell action. Fuck.
Action.
Big Sid, I'm giving you the night off.
You don't give me the night off, boy.
Impressive. I thought he was here.
A little raspier than that, as I recall. But
And then for $40,
$40 for that
I
thing?
know. I tried to maneuver it for free because it was right on the side of the
That's
stage.
a doll, like a stuffed doll.
Yeah, it's an Eric Bischoff doll. You know, he was the creator of the Monday Night Wars.
Guy's an executive selling dolls.
I helped him write for the Flair roast. And
really?
then I'd like to get the plugs out of the way now if I could.
Absolutely.
Hair plugs?
Hello.
Hair plugs for men.
I've recently become friends with Nikita Koloff. You can tell I'm a proud member of his Koloff wrestling team. So if you go on Koloff.net, I don't get a cut. I get no.
He's got a .net, huh?
So it's a lot like comedy. I
What
get
happened
nothing.
to his Earthlink?
And there he is, Nikita Koloff, and he'll autograph it for you. To Earl, be a champion.
If you don't know who he is, he was a big wrestler in the 80s. He spoke with a Russian accent, never came out of character until after his career was over.
He's from where Rick Rude was from, I think Russo, Minnesota.
But you say now he's a religious guy?
Yeah, he's found God.
And you don't know if he actually signed that.
I believe he
that
did.
book.
I believe he did.
You believe in your heart, but you don't know. There's no fact. There's no certificate of authenticity.
Let's take it into Pawn Stars, see what their
I'd like a
signature guy
picture
says.
Well, I did.
with him signing it.
When I bought Vinnie Vincent's solo album, he was in Kiss for a hot minute. It reminds me of a bitter shit joke.
Just do it. What's the bitter shit joke?
So Vinnie Vincent was in Kiss 3 times, and they kicked him out in 2 years. But he was so good, they kept bringing him back. And then the final time, he formed his own band, the Vinnie Vincent Invasion, and got kicked out of that band. He's got to be kind of hard to work with. I mean,
Hello.
First of all, who the fuck knows who Vinnie Vincent
but
is?
he got kicked out of the Vinnie Vincent Invasion.
No, I understand the joke.
Is that his real name, Vinnie Vincent?
His real name is Vincent Cusano. Me and Russell Peters have talked many times about his genius.
Really?
Little name drop
Russell
there.
Peters a fan?
He loves Kiss. And
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I thought he was a hip hop guy.
he likes that shit too. But like,
How dare you? He's a DJ. He DJs like parties.
He's good though. Like, have you ever been to one of his house parties?
No.
His yard is like a prison yard. He's got all his rapper friends over there.
Does he have a bench press in the
Are
backyard?
you lifting? What are you squatting over in one section?
No,
Does he have a track you could walk with? You talk to your friends.
So it's rappers on one side, it's you and the Aryan Brotherhood on the other.
Put it this way: I'm nowhere near the rapper side.
You're talking to
Sorry,
the Kiss fans.
I'm talking to Jason Rouse and the other white guys with tattoos, and then Favorman's working the grill by the pool. It's a real who's who, isn't it?
Pigs, bro.
Where's the pussy, Russell?
You're coming off the Ric Flair roast in Nashville. Your victory lap.
Did you do the Vinnie Vincent joke there?
There's I got to show you guys this. I don't know if it's, I've been doing comedy a very long time.
Couple years.
Couple decades.
A couple decades plus.
By the way, when you went through the Vinnie Vincent invasion joke, you should have been like, it doesn't look like the invasion was very successful.
I mean, I like my version better, but 22 years of comedy. Made a few dollars in this business. Got a few free things.
Like that shirt you're wearing.
Like that death water.
No, this was with the picture, the book, and the T-shirt was $69.
Oh.
Support the guy.
Thought you said you were friends with him.
Yeah, well,
He's not giving you any discounts?
That's a friend discount. I don't know if I can show. So right before the roast, they're like, they get us all in a room and they tell us, "Hey, we've made you eat your own doll." Now, fans were paying like $500 for this, so I don't know if I can.
So this is like Build-A-Bear, but for
that's
wrestling.
the Earl Skakel doll there.
Let me see. Wait, what are you wearing?
Why'd they use the same doll they did for Jeff Goldblum?
I don't know. I mean, I would.
Why are you wearing a dress?
No, it's the Ric Flair robe.
Yeah, it's the robe.
Ric Flair robe. People were paying 400 bones for this, so I made
for
out.
you for that.
No,
exact doll?
not for me, but for Ric Flair's doll.
Yeah.
So why don't you find a guy with glasses and sell it to him for $400?
Because I want to keep it, but we will show you this.
Is that Neo from the Matrix getting out of the shower?
There's Ric Flair in a red suit with Earl giving a Four Horsemen sign.
Yeah, he was.
Let me see.
Flair's drinking a beer. I thought he was sober. I guess he
Hey,
drank.
wait a second. I thought Ric Flair is supposed to be like 6'3".
I'm tall dude, man.
No, I know, but
6'7".
Yeah.
You should have.
He's like 5'9".
Hey, here's a picture with me and Jeff Ross when we were chilling, just on roast spell.
Look at that. The good old days.
Yeah, the good
Oh,
old days.
wait. Now it's time to drink, ladies and gentlemen, every time he mentions roast battle. Jeff
No.
Ross.
Look at that. That's a fucking good-looking guy right there, dude. God damn.
You're
is he good-looking.
showing Jeff Ross. Did you interact with...
It's like an Amber Alert lineup. Hello.
Did you interact with Ric Flair at all?
I did. He was really cool.
What do you have to say for himself?
What do he call you, by the way?
Well, that's funny you asked me
Mr.
that.
Sankel, like Brian Holtzman.
Holtzman's out of control.
Earl Sankel.
Known the guy for 15 years. He's calling me Earl Sanka.
Now, your name is Earl. And what did Ric Flair call you?
So at Tootsie's, which was where the after party was,
What's Tootsie's?
that's
a club?
Kid Rock's bar.
Oh, shit.
And
Eleanor Kerrigan, friend.
so Kid Rock gave me a fist bump. He's like, "Good job, brother." And then Ric Flair.
I love that Jeff Ross material you did there.
I took a shot. I mean,
Was Jeff Ross wasn't there?
No, but here was the premise of why I did the joke was. If you guys think this is the original choices for this roast, you're wrong. So I go into Abdullah the Butcher wanted to be here, but he couldn't make it because of the distance. He's across the street because he has trouble walking.
Did that kill?
Anyways,
It didn't kill.
He weighs about 800 pounds.
It didn't kill.
Didn't bomb, but it didn't kill. And I'm like, Herschel Walker wanted to be here, but he's too busy trying to find his kids. That guy's got a lot of fucking kids, man. He's got like 8 kids by 7 different
You
wives.
just had 8 kids by 10 women.
Well, I'll wait for the next roast. And then, so I did the Jeff Ross joke, and I thought this is going to kill. Like, because, but He is the roast master, even though he lost to Blake Griffin. That's fine.
What did he lose to Blake Griffin? What are you talking about?
Because they did a fake roast battle, and they made it a tie because Jeff was losing, and then, it's
it was an exhibition bout.
I've seen pro wrestling matches more realistic than that battle. Hey, let's have Jeff face a guy who's never done it before. Okay. Anyway, what's the kid from St. Jude's not available that night? I just donated to St. Jude's, not because I like kids with cancer and helping them, but that blanket's fucking warm.
Oh, Jeff Ross walks into the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. They put him in a bed right away.
He said,
hey, you're stage 4.
Hey, that's a little old for me, stage 4. Do you have a stage 3er in here? Hello. So I took a shot because he's like king of the roast or whatever.
Yeah.
And
people probably, a ton of the wrestlers watch all the roasts.
Yeah, and it's packed. It's 2,000 people. It's the biggest.
Where was it at?
It was such a big. It was like a concert hall. The fairgrounds in Nashville.
Oh, okay. Was it under a tent or was it an actual?
No, it was in a room, but a gigantic
Who's
room.
there? We got Undertaker. Give us some names.
Who on the roast was? On the roast was Bully Ray.
Okay. AKA Bubba Ray, formerly.
Well, he's called Bully Ray now.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why.
I'm-
He was sitting next to me on the dais, and at one point, I won't say the roaster because it's not their fault, but they were bombing. So I thought, I'm going to need to get the room going. So I'm on the left side of the stage. So I pull up my dick pic, and I just went, I went like this to the rest of the roasters. And Bully Ray's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to piss that guy off, dude.
Dude, he's jacked.
Yeah, he's big, dude.
Did anyone laugh, or was he the only guy?
All the comics like Shuley and Dan St. Germain and this really funny Southern comic Cassio. He's really funny. John Moses. They got a big laugh. If you're watching the roast, you notice at one point the whole right side of the dais is laughing when someone's bombing. It didn't really add up, but yeah.
He almost got killed by a Bully Ray.
Well, Bully Ray, after this person was done bombing, he's like, what do you do when you keep bombing? I'm like, I keep going personally. Bubba, Bully, fuck out of my face.
So
we got Bully Ray, we got DDP,
Tootsies,
Bischoff.
You doing yoga with DDP?
Dude, I told him. He gave me a free password a couple years ago. I still do.
Really?
We gave you a free pass for yoga?
Because how I hosted Roddy's memorial. He was the only one that laughed at my Kamala joke.
He's like, your spine looks a little out of alignment. Here's a free password.
It seems like you have very specific fans. Out of the 2,000 people, you're like, oh, that guy likes it.
You ought to see Knobs. That was the one joke that killed when they stopped recording me. I'm like, hey, give it up for Brian Knobs. He can finally say he has a body better than Lex Luger.
Is Brian Knobs the blonde or the dark-haired?
I was on. No, he's the Sags is the dark-haired guy.
You made Aaron
He's
laugh.
jacked.
Aaron was
gets
dying.
it.
He's a good buddy of Hulk Hogan from Tampa.
Knobs is. Yeah. I helped write for him.
Really?
Knobs, Bischoff, and DDP.
Did you have any jokes that slayed?
My Hulk Hogan sex tape joke brought the house down.
What was it? Was Hulk there?
Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm late, but I was watching the Hulk Hogan sex tape in my room, and it's just like his in-ring wrestling. 3 moves and a shitty finish. I got a big laugh, and I'm like, and when he came, calls the girl brother. Roof blew up. They're still putting it back on in Nashville.
You should have just. Did you leave after that, or you had some more? Of
course I
now
did.
let me get into my Jeff Ross. Now that I got you, let me.
I said
ruin
good
it.
ones on Flair. I'm like, hey, give it up for Ric Flair. I mean, he's embarrassed to be here. Look at that mask he's wearing. Oh, my bad. That's just his leathery face.
Did that do
That
well?
might have been a Danish one. Yeah. That and Rick's like laughing and all that shit. And then talk about.
Did you do any jokes about his son dying?
No, that was the only topic we were told don't joke about.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to have done that.
I told you be cool.
And
Was his
then,
daughter there?
Yeah. I said, I did the Skakel classic. Give it up for Charlotte. She's a good dude. Skakel classic.
Bringing out some old school.
Yeah, I mean, when you're up there in front of 2,000 people, and I don't know if this is on the pay-per-view, but there's 2 guys at the bottom where you probably can't see them because they're out of camera, and they're like, hey, you got 1 minute, wrap it up. Like, and they're kind of making every roaster nervous. So, I was a little nervous up there.
How much time did you do?
8 minutes.
Okay.
Me and most of the comics got 8 minutes, and then like Ric Flair's ex-wife, she got like 3 minutes.
How was she?
I mean,
He has 5 ex-wives. That's
Yeah.
15 minutes right there.
Was it the first one, the original?
I'm not sure.
Wendy's the last one, isn't
Wendy, I think she's really cool. And then Bischoff, he did a Skakel style joke. I didn't tell him to do this, but he's doing some jokes, and they're doing pretty good. I mean, he's a great public speaker. 35 years of being in front of the camera.
It's different though. That we were trying to get laughs.
I was trying to tell every single person I worked with. It's like when I did the roast battle with John Morrison. I said, "Hey man, it's upstairs in the belly room. It's a wild energy up there." It's like, "Oh, I wrestled in front of 80,000 people, dude. I got this." He didn't have it.
Yeah, you're not wrestling.
Yeah, it's
you can't do anything.
and 2,000 people. It's live combat. And
Was there a warm-up?
Cassio was the warm-up comic. He's really, really funny. So
Cassio, like the watch?
Yeah.
Watch?
I'm not sure, what his real name is, but he's
Maybe
a
it's
cool guy.
Cassio.
It might be Timex.
Might be. Maybe it's Seiko.
Rolex.
Breitling. I'm a Breitling guy.
So all right.
Have 3.
What did Flair say to you after this?
So at Tootsie's,
He kiss you on the mouth?
no, but he the first day I met him, he gave me a big hug. Said, "Thank you, sir, for roasting me."
Sir, because he
Come
didn't know who
sir.
you were.
Was he saying that because you're older than you?
I
You're
am
older than
older
him?
than
He was
Flair.
deferential to his elders?
I said, "Rick, we have something in common." He's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Oldest rides in the park with the longest line."
What'd he say?
Another Keiko class.
What'd he
He
say?
kind of laughed.
He's like, I gotta go.
It's like, get this fucking clown out of here.
All right, see you on the inside.
So
The after party is after the roast, not after the wrestling.
No, the after
I heard he
party
was
is-
not in good shape after the wrestling.
the after party's after his match.
I heard he wasn't in great shape there. We'll talk about that in a minute.
So the roast, it's just, we did the roast and hung out in the VIP area after. There was it's a whole weekend of wrestling. So this concert hall, it's so big, they had the VIP area curtained off. So the after party was there. And then they had probably 1,000 people in the other curtained area. I think it was a New Japan card.
Okay.
And it was a big deal because John Moxley came in, and he's, Dean Ambrose for you wrestling freaks out there. So it's a wild scene, nonstop. I had 3 burgers after the roast. I was so hungry, and I don't mean Burger, the guy who stole Tommy weed. But,
Oh, come on. Be cool. Wow.
Well, I mean, his weed's good, and it's a reasonable price. Frank, ain't it?
So what does Ric Flair call you?
So we go to
Your setups are as long as one of your jokes.
so Sunday's the last match. Saturday we had off, and that's when I could buy my dolls and shit. And
When you went toy shopping.
You had a doll buying day.
And the guy says, "Dude, don't call them dolls." I'm like, "What do you want me to call them?" He said, "Call them action figures, brother." Everyone calls it
Even the stuffed one?
Yeah.
Call it an action figure.
That's 40 hooves, and I forgot to wear my Ric Flair shirt. I paid $25. You think being on the roast, I get some free shit?
Were you
Yeah,
paid
did
to
you
be
get-
there, or did you pay to be there?
I got, I'll be honest. I got paid $1,000 and free room and.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So
that's good.
not like
Fine. For do something that you want to do?
I got to
Did it
be
cost
honest
you?
with you. If comedy was like this Ric Flair roast, I'd be a happy guy. Everyone's cool. The
Yeah, they
wrestlers
paid
are-
for your transpo and your everything else. So yeah, you got $1,000 to just do what you want to do.
And the guy messaged me just today. The guy in charge said, "Hey, did you have any reimbursements like Ubers, cabs?" And I did, but I said, "No, it's all good."
Yeah.
Like they really took care of
He
us.
said, I got some action figures I'd like covered.
Well, I mean, there wasn't a Keem doll for.
He's like, we want to
400.
make sure that we settle everything because we don't want to do anything with you again.
Well, there wasn't a Keem doll for 400. I just couldn't pull the trigger.
My
on them, but-
brother!
You know, my brother.
One of the most racially sensitive characters of all time.
Oh, the way they introduced him. Remember in the alley with-
From the, what was it?
from the
darkest.
Projects Chrome Dome, because he's talking to Gene Okerlund, and then you have these 5 black kids in grass skirts with Nikes on,
Jesus.
dancing. I mean, they went for it back then.
It's so funny that nobody ever says anything about
Didn't
the
they say
old
something like
wrestling.
from the darkest Africa?
From
like
the darkest jungles of Africa.
my brother! This big, tall white guy who spoke normally a month before as the one-man gang.
Dressed in a dashiki.
With slits.
It's wrestling and porn never get
And rap.
Everybody leaves them alone.
Well, I mean, Ron Jeremy got busted.
No, but I'm just saying, as far as porn titles go,
Oh, yeah.
it's
But I mean, if you think in the '80s what was going on backstage at a WWF at the time, even in NWA,
Eugene, dude.
yeah, a retarded guy, Bischoff's cousin.
Was
The
he
guys
there?
on the Mexican guys on the lawnmowers, they would drive in.
I bombed at WrestleMania with Eugene because I was backstage because Motorhead was doing the music for Triple H. So
Oh, you were boys with Lemmy.
yeah, I see Eugene walking around. I'm like, hey man, you aren't really Bischoff's cousin, are you? And he just looked at me and walked away.
Another Earl Skakel in person bomb.
But I
This is
killed
like
with
when you go
Mr.
to-
Wonderful.
What'd you say to him?
He looked pretty tired, and he was just sitting on a couch, and he's like, hey, young man. To me, he calls me young man, so you know he was old as fuck. And
Yeah.
he's like, what do you think of today's product? I'm like, it sucks. And he got up, stood up straight, and he's like, you're right, brother. And then he fell back down on the couch.
What did Flair say to you after
So-
an hour?
Sunday, the last match, I'm not going to say it was the greatest technical match.
Were you saying a guy in his 70s who's
73-year-old
wrestled for
guy.
60 years? Is it?
I read
Were
an
you his
article.
A-game?
He said he blacked out for
Twice.
2 minutes of it. He has no recollection of any of it. And he said to his son-in-law, Charlotte's husband, Andrade,
Yeah.
he goes, "We got to wrap this up." I'm like, he passed out twice. Said he doesn't remember like 2-minute chunks. The article is great. He blames it on he cut weight. He had a weight he wanted to hit. And he's like, I was dehydrated. Dude, you're 73 years old, man.
Why
You have a
is he
heart
cutting
problem.
weight?
He has a heart problem. He has a kidney problem. What are you doing?
Financial problem as far as wrestling.
He said after the fact he wished he didn't say it was his last match. He thinks he's got more in the tank.
Well, 2 days later, he's in Puerto Rico doing some angle with Carlos Colon.
He's got to be broke, man. He's got to be.
So, but I talked to Jay Lethal right before the match. He was the main bad guy. It was Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett against Andrade and Flair.
Yeah.
And I think I could say this now. Jay Lethal was nervous. He's like, hey, man, Rick told me he's not afraid to die in the ring. And then you could tell Jay Lethal's like, well, I don't want that on my fucking...
Jeez.
Now
He's almost like, hey, actually, he would look forward to dying in the ring.
Well, that's why
That way he doesn't have to fucking file bankruptcy.
Jay Lethal's part of his outfit was he had defibrillators on his back the whole match. Clear.
Well, if you don't know...
Trunks.
Oh, see, Aaron comes in there with a late zinger.
Aaron knows his wrestling.
But Jay Lethal's
Isn't
funny.
it true that they had the last match in the parking lot of a hospital?
No, it was in the diarrhea ward at the... oh my God.
How many EMTs were on hand? There must have been somebody.
Backstage.
Dude, he couldn't walk off under his own power. Like, he was carried off, basically.
How long was the match?
It
Well,
was about 12 minutes.
It depends if you ask Flair, who cut out 4 minutes because he was fucking
He's
out.
like 2-3 minutes.
Do you still get paid for those 4 minutes that you're not
No, if you don't. If they do a test, if you don't remember it, you don't get paid.
They said Flair did the Will Ferrell from Old School. How was it? I blacked out.
Well, it's funny you say that real fast. Ricky Morton, he was wrestling a tag match with his son, and they were wrestling.
Ricky Morton's what, like 70 years old too, right? 60
yeah, but
something?
he's a cool guy. Like
He's got a great mullet.
he.
Are they the heir to the Morton Salt Empire?
It might be Morton Steakhouse.
That would be great.
BH.
Here
Beverly
he
Hills.
is, the Morton Salt guy.
So Brian Pillman Jr. and I think Arn Anderson's kid are wrestling the Mortons, and Brian Pillman Jr. kicked him really hard in the head. Like you can tell, like, ooh, that might have been real. And he came back there and he's like, "Hey Earl, how was it?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I don't remember the last 3 or 4 minutes of the match because that son of a bitch Pillman hit me in the head."
Jesus, dude, this was the mind eraser.
Yeah, so.
Everybody.
And
Nobody
he's not a
remembers
young
anything.
man either. That's
He's older than me. So.
How's your memory? Do you remember everything that went on?
Earl got hit in the head with a chair.
I don't remember at least 18 minutes of that weekend.
I mean, I remember all my moments with Virgil. So Virgil's got like boogers in his nose.
What's this? Is this beef with you and Virgil real? Are you fucking around
Yeah,
online?
we're just fucking around.
Okay, because he was on your podcast.
Yeah. He just talked about how big his fucking dick is.
He claims he's fucked 1 million women or something.
Yeah, he also claims he has a 14-inch dick, and like
that
Is he-
true?
What is he, the Bushman of wrestling?
he's really funny to watch at this convention. He was
Did people like him?
uh,
He was a low-level guy. He wasn't.
he's like a used car salesman. Like he was selling an NWO lunchbox. I mean, that's not even on the lunchbox. Like, it's just Hogan, Hall, and Nash, and like
He's just selling memorabilia that he has nothing to do with.
like he was trying to sell this kid a $2 phone app. Because you can play video games on it or something. And,
It's like Monkey Bones from the old comedy
yeah,
store
with
days.
the dildo
Walking
lighter.
around with lighters.
man.
You got a lighter, bro?
What? He just said that.
Hey, my dad, he died at the Holocaust. He fell out of the gun tower.
You want taser, bro? Remember he had the mini tasers.
Yeah. PJ tased himself with one.
I bet after he porked that broad in the bathroom.
That
Blue
broad was
Iris.
the cousin. Oh, that was, yeah. He also porked another broad who happened to be the cousin of one of the waitresses.
I bet that
Bathroom.
group of waitresses was the Wild West, man.
Oh yeah.
So
You'll get monkey pox from them.
hello, hey, the monkeys get human pox. Pew.
Oh, is that a new one?
Yes, hot as the grill, dude. It's improv.
Yeah, you too. Topical.
So at Tootsie's, Flair's holding court. It was kind of a cool VIP area because it's a big. I've never seen so many people in a bar. Like there must have been 1,000 people in maybe a 500-person capacity
dude,
bar.
why are you narking him out?
I love Kid Rock.
Fire
I love his
hazard.
music. You know that one song, "Bomb, bomb, 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 bomb," or whatever it's called.
Did you do that bit?
No.
Was he there? Did you do a bit
He
about
was.
him?
He was in and out. You could tell that guy gets so much pussy at this bar. He's got like 3 bars, so he's going.
Bob.
Like,
His friends call him Bob.
is that his real name?
Yeah.
And then so Flair's holding court, and it's behind the band, so there's no like windows or anything. Like the whole crowd sees who's in the VIP area. Like
Yeah.
it's very open. And Flair's, you could tell he might have had a beer or 5. And,
Well, he said in the article I read that he wanted to immediately drink beers, and the Undertaker's like, you got to have a Gatorade because he could tell that Flair lost 8 minutes of time due to being passed out.
I mean,
so he's
why
like, I
didn't you
drank a
just tell him?
Gatorade, and then I just started pounding beers.
He should have said, "Oh, you already had beers."
he had too many people around him, dude. Like
Too many yes men.
backstage, it was like mayhem.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, it's- the whole
the
weekend was
Undertaker's
based on
there,
him.
You know, Mick Foley.
Jake the Snake.
He was not there. Sting wasn't there.
Oh, your favorite.
I did. I thought he was going to be the last match.
Why didn't you dress up in any sort of wrestling attire? Usually you do like some face paint or a Speedo.
I was real close. My friend Jordan, he's a makeup man. I got a hot vlog channel on YouTube. Like he's the guy who was hanging out at the Comedy Store, and like I don't know if he wanted to do stand up, but like he had a couple bad experiences at the store, as most people did back in that 2012 to 15 era. So he started his own vlog thing where he goes to like Kamala's gravesite and he tells
we
them-
know him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He's really good at makeup, and he's like, "Why don't you dress up as Kamala? I've got a grass skirt."
Jesus.
And I'm like, "I can't do it. I mean, I'm willing to go for it, but I can't." Like,
You're gonna get the wheelchair and everything.
I mean,
What are they going to do, like blackface? Like Piper?
yeah.
Remember Piper at that WrestleMania? You
Bad
went-
News Brown,
No one. What a bad idea.
who was a
He
legit.
went half black on half of his body. What a bad idea.
And Bad News Brown was a legit
Like a judo champion.
Olympic champion in
Yeah.
the '76 Olympics.
Oh man.
Alan something. He
Alan-
dropped an N-bomb on Andre the Giant on the bus.
Yeah,
Andre
he-
the Giant said, "We're getting off the bus now."
No, he said that to Andre the
Oh,
Giant.
he said, "Let's get off." Oh no, Andre the Giant dropped the dropped the N-bomb.
And so Bad News Brown told the bus driver stop this bus, and he challenged Andre the
and
Giant.
Andre the Giant said, "No."
He's like,
boss."
"Oh, sorry, boss."
He backed down to
But
him.
then he had diarrhea. He got him back. Like they were wrestling in Mexico, and Andre the Giant had Montezuma's revenge, from the water or whatever.
Yeah.
So
How much water would he have to drink to get
dude.
that?
Well, dude,
Imagine diarrhea coming out of that ass.
So Andre threw Bad News Brown in the corner, and he does the thing where he sits down. So he's like this.
Grinds his ass into you.
And then Andre goes over and basically does the Rikishi, rubs his ass in his face, and he just squirted.
Oh,
When Andre the Giant flew to Japan, he was very popular in Japan. 'cause
bring
they-
the bucket.
and he had to shit in a
Yeah.
bucket in Coach.
Yeah, they put a curtain on him.
Aaron was his bucket holder as a young kid.
Can you imagine?
And then you had to fly with the bucket right
Yeah.
next to you until you got off.
It's not like you can open up the window and dump it out.
They put him in a horse stall. You know when they transport horses? That's where they put him.
But can you imagine being the last guy in Coach? You're just chilling. It's 20-hour flight.
You're like,
to
"What's the
Japan."
bucket for?" And he's like, "You'll see." Must have been a big bucket to fit those cheeks.
I think, excuse me, miss, I think one of the engines just blew out.
Oh, no, that's Andre the Giant
He would
shitting in a bucket.
He would have to sit in the middle of the plane so that it wouldn't offset the balance.
He probably did.
He had to lay across the aisle, 2 seats to keep it on.
That motherfucker
No,
probably.
but like, I guess 2 rows, 1 row.
Did he have extra large? He must use paper towels to wipe his ass instead of toilet paper.
No, he used beach towels. Hello. So at the end of the, Ric Flair's pretty blasted by, midnight on Sunday.
He doesn't remember, I'm sure, some minutes of that as well.
And his wife or his ex-wife is like, Earl, come over here, and Rick wants to say hello and thank you.
Is he hitting on ladies there, or is what's his?
He could have fucked any girl in this bar.
It's 73 years
And
old.
his ex-wife is, it's just Rick being Rick. Like, she was really cool. But the girls were lining up to fuck him.
I mean, these are middle-aged women? Or
No, dude.
attractive?
Pretty young, attractive, like...
They're like, my dad loved you when he was 29.
My grandfather.
Probably late 20s, a lot of them, and then 30s.
Attractive?
A couple of the younger ones, they were like...
So he's still got the longest line in the bar.
Oh, he does, and
What did he say to you, Earl? Where's your line?
So he's pretty hammered, and he gets up. He gives me a kiss on the cheek.
Jesus, I thought you were a woman.
Look at this lady.
Big Amazonian.
This guy's got some big beefers.
Look at this. Look at the head size on this woman.
Oh, wait, you're kind of... Come on, dude.
Get that Koloff wrestling.
Did he give you his room key?
And then he whispered into my ear, "Thanks, Ron." Call me Ron. What the fuck? I flew all the way from Los Angeles.
Ron Skakel. That's a good name.
Dude, that's a great comedy name.
Busted
Ron Skakel. Here he is. Comedy style. He's a Ron Skakel.
Rugged Ronnie Skakel.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
I tell you, Deshaun Watson, he got...
you know what you should steal is DeWitt's character. You could do Rowdy Uncle Ron Skakel.
I'll let DeWitt keep that one. So, and that was the...
I wonder who he thought you were. Who's a Ron in wrestling? Ron
maybe
Bass?
Ron
Bass
Simmons?
in the 80s?
Ron
He thought you were
Simmons?
Ron Simmons, a light-skinned Ron Simmons.
Damn. I saw him. He was jacked.
He was there?
I had a moment with Scott
Was
Steiner.
Ricky the Steamboat there?
Ricky the Dragon was not there, to my knowledge, but who was there?
Kevin Nash there.
He was not there. The Godfather was there. Very cool. Matt Hardy was there. He took a picture with me. I was a maniac. I was just going up to everyone.
Scott Steiner still massive.
I mean, he looks like a deflated tire, but still pretty big. Like
They say those two, they say, were like pretty crazy back in the day. They were real college wrestlers, so they would just like tie guys up, duct tape you.
Yeah.
They would take you down, like try to like make you put your own finger in your ass. Stuff
well,
like
that just
good
happened,
stuff. Good fun time.
Earl's like, oh, where do I sign up?
Hey,
I'll do that by myself.
Mine's already in there.
Hey, how do I get back to the 80s?
Good luck.
Start
Dude, you would
wrestling.
love it. You could paint yourself half black. You could shove your finger in your ass.
I mean, it's the Wild West.
You could be Ron Skakel. Go back in time.
Jerry Lawler calling, I think, Ronnie Garvin a fag on live TV.
Was he there?
No, but
You know who was
that's
there?
crazy.
Jimmy Valiant from back in those
Jimmy
days.
cut a promo.
He
dude.
was what, 80? He's
Jimmy
old,
the Boogie
man.
Woogie Man.
Was he with it? How some of these guys?
He gave Tony Schiavone a kiss on the lips.
a lot of man-on-man kissing. What are you at a gay convention?
And you could tell Schiavone was like, he wasn't down with that.
Did you show him your dick pic? He's like, oh, I'd like to kiss that.
Well, I
on the
did.
tip.
What happened? One of the wrestlers, I won't say who he was, but he was at the same hotel as I was. Shout out to the Hampton Inn by the airport in Nashville.
Oh, they put you up in a nice spot.
Yeah, it was pretty nice, to be honest with you.
Did you have a kitchenette?
No, but a big bed. Real big bed.
What does that mean?
And so-
there was a line.
No, I did nothing. I
Four
was
turnbuckles on it.
This guy in there, it's like he must have gone to Judy Carter or something. He's fucking piping them in there today.
He's coming off a U-Room gig a week
Dude,
ago.
he wants to get a show going with you.
So, well, I mean, yeah, but I gotta get paid, man. I'm 54 next
Yeah,
month.
but nobody pays you potties. You got to do ads.
Well, then, Aaron, get some ads.
You have the same birthday as my dad. That's
September
why I've
17th?
always looked at you as a father figure, and because of your age.
Hello. I mean, I'm already doing 2 podcasts nobody listens to.
How dare you?
The Inappropriate Earl and the Comedy Store Wrestling podcast.
I don't miss a minute of either.
I mean,
Were you networking there to get some guests?
Oh yeah, I talked to Takeshita, who's like the new. He'll be a star.
Who? Takeshita?
Takeshita.
Kesha?
Takashi? 6'9"?
Wait, Kashi the
Kobayashi.
The cereal?
The guy who eats
Kobayashi, the hot dog man?
Yeah, I got a hot dog.
Who's
for you.
Takeshita? What are you talking about?
I told no, he's a new star in AEW.
Is this the guy you talked about before? You said this guy's
To Catch a Predator?
He's got hello. Hey, I watched Prey, the prequel to
Yeah.
Predator.
Oh, we need to hear your thoughts because you're the Predator.
I liked it. It's about when Harvey Weinstein went to high school.
Hello!
Dude, it's the last show. We got to go all out.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got time. 2:17.
we have to. Speaking of making money,
See, that's how in tune I am.
I know. Did you have any mental problems after what Ric Flair did to you?
Well, long story short, there was a wrestler staying at my hotel. They had a very nice continental breakfast, but you had to get there early.
I heard it was.
By the way, early for you, like you got to get there by 11.
I heard it was the Intercontinental Breakfast.
Oh, yeah, Don Morocco was a chef. But you had to get, because a lot of the wrestlers were staying at this hotel, the food was gone by 7:30.
Oh, shut up!
They're protein
They didn't
loaded.
bring any more out.
No, they were out. They were
Some of these
literally-
guys are so broke they're probably taking it
Oh,
home.
dude, they're pounding. And so this one guy, he's a pretty famous wrestler. We're in line at the egg cart, and he just takes out this massive handful of pills, gallops them down. No water, no juice.
Dry?
And he says to me, "It's just like the 80s, brother." And I'm like, "No, it's not, brother. It's 2022, and you're in your 70s."
Eating eggs at a buffet.
Did you say that to him?
Yeah. I'm like,
What'd he say?
He didn't really dig it.
felt bad. He felt bad. He went back to his room.
Another Bob personal interaction.
Well, that reminds us,
Holy
that sort
shit.
of dependency.
Yeah,
Now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp.
that's right.
If you're in the buffet line with Earl Skakel at the eggs and you have to take a lot of pills, you probably need to talk to somebody. You may want to call BetterHelp.
Yep, you got to take care of your brain, and you
Yep.
know wrestling does a lot of damage to it. Both.
Yeah. So does life, though.
Yep.
For those non-wrestlers out there.
Are you taking care of your brain, Earl? Because I know you take care of your car.
This is not some cheap way to get on Rogan's podcast, but I do take Alpha Brain.
You can't say that during this.
Oh, sorry. Well, you asked me a question. I keep it real.
Well, you know what you should be doing?
What should I be taking?
You should be calling BetterHelp.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to support a healthy brain, like learning a new language or taking power naps. There's also BetterHelp online therapy.
Yeah, you should call them, talk it out, and it's great. You can talk about your personal. You can talk about really anything. What's going on, personal life. If you have
Dude,
problems at work.
You can call them and do predator lines. I have a problem. I can't stop doing these lines. Ma.
You set us up. The CIA, the cabinet minister, dropped the cigarettes in the meat grinder.
And they're like, all right, sir, how about we talk a little bit about your problems?
He's like, that is my problem. I can't stop doing it.
4 phone calls this week. People telling me what my ex is up to. Like, it's like,
Sorry, I had
Dude,
to
it
call
does
you.
sound like you need better help.
I had to call and tell you.
I do. I'm getting
problem.
texts. I'm getting phone calls. Hey, she's dating.
I only texted you.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, even live chat only therapy sessions. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. Much more affordable than in-person therapy. And you can be matched with a therapist in under Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy 48 hours.
Yeah, and our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/DO101DANDO.
Again, that's
Wait.
BetterHelp, HELP as in Paul.com/get your pen and pad. DO101DANDO. Again, that's DO101DANDO.
How could you guys mention Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy from 48 Hours and not mention the main bad guy?
Well, I'm doing a read. I'm not doing a movie synopsis.
You're talking about Billy.
Billy Bear.
Yeah, Billy.
Sonny Landham.
Yeah.
From Predator. Your favorite.
He got into politics.
And the Miami Vice episode, Viking Bikers from Hell.
What party is crazier to be at? A wrestling party or a comedy party?
Or you also used to go to the porno parties.
Yeah.
I mean, equal amounts of drug use.
Probably more women at a wrestling
Well,
party.
no, I'll tell you, the most women I've ever seen at a party was actually a Jeff Ross party. No, I'm being completely
You said
serious.
women.
I get a
What middle school was it at?
I was at Horace Mann Grade School off of Beverly and Wilshire. I get a call one night from a waitress at the Comedy Store. She had a crush on me. It's all good.
Was it one of the males?
A lot of them do. Yeah, it was El Tocho in the kitchen.
Was it Hart? Hart goes, you got to come to the party. I'm really drunk. Maybe you and I mess around.
What was Ric Flair like? Oh, yeah.
Come tell me. I kiss you on lips just like Ric Flair.
So I get a call late night one night.
How late, too?
About midnight, and this girl's like, hey, come to this address. It's a great party. Everyone's asking for you.
And you're like, I just woke up. I was looking for something to do.
Dude, that's my peak hours. I have drug dealer peak hours.
You're a vampire.
So I really am. So I go over. She just gives me the address. It's he doesn't live there anymore, so it's Stanley off of Melrose. It's a pretty nice area. You're looking at minimum.
A lot of religious Jewish people.
Not quite that area. That's more like Fairfax, Santa Monica.
Pretty close, though.
Oh, definitely close. You see some of those Hasidics walking around.
Yeah.
It's Hasidic rain down there.
Well, I mean,
That's how many Jews are there.
I was going to buy a house on Ogden until I saw drive-bys. Citizens out of control. You guys have that, right?
Yeah.
Man with machete on Ogden.
You're like, well, I'll take a different route.
I think I'll go back to Beverly Hills.
Hey, Lee, it's like fucking Mad Max out here in the streets, cocksucker. I'm moving back east.
So I go into this house, and
Does he have is
it's
it
a nice house.
Does he have a pool?
The pool was a little dirty, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's like a Hasidic pool.
pool looked like toilet water, but
Did you knock or did you walk
it was
right in?
late. I just walked right in. The door was open.
They said Andre the Giant was where he would shit. It's right in the pool.
Why were you swimming in the bathroom? I just put my foot in the toilet bowl.
But it was uncomfortable. There were so many chicks there and no dudes. That was his little buddy Kai, the guy who paints, the artist guy.
I don't know. Yeah, I know.
He's a nice guy, I guess. I mean, a little blind to reality, but like,
I don't know. I've seen him. I don't know him at all.
nice. I mean,
He hangs out with Aaron. I know that.
he hangs out with Jeff just to get into these pussy parties, I'm sure.
You just said he brought the women.
I'm saying,
He needs a place to drop them off. What do you say?
I don't know, dude. I don't know their dynamics. And so the waitress sees me, gives me a big hug, and it felt uncomfortable. There was probably 40 chicks, all of age.
This is the only guy who gets to come. This is everybody's dream.
I heard you said, I got to go take some hot rod. I'll be back.
I didn't know it was going to be this kind of party.
No, that's an amateur move. I took it before.
You walked in
Yeah,
hard.
there's a 7-Eleven right down on Melrose by the Groundlings.
Maybe that wrestler was taking some hot rod in the egg line, trying to
there's
get that boner revved up.
50 pills in one hand. One of them could have been Hot Rod. The new one is Black Mamba 14.
For Kobe Bryant?
What?
Black Mamba?
I'm not getting on.
What happened? What about 12 and 13? No good? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, the numbers are Wild West. But I had a gig the other night in Riverside. I had to get an energy drink, so I pull off on this dark road, dark territory, and I go into this mobile station, and they must have had 100 different dick pills.
You just heard. You heard.
it's
You
the
were like,
Mecca.
I'm home.
I swear to God, the display was like the size of this red curtain.
Are they known as like the place people come from all over the world?
Girl's like, hold on, let me get my suitcase. And he just put them all.
He's like, have you ever tried this one?
I took a few ones I'd never seen before.
Which is always good.
A few.
One was Wild Wiener.
Wild Wiener. Is that Anthony Weiner's new business?
No number.
Wild Wiener?
Yeah.
These are all FDA approved,
I
right?
took, who knows, it's crushed up Cialis.
So what did the Wild Wiener do for you?
Let's just
Did it
say,
make your wiener wild?
let's just say I was running wild, brother.
You were like, whoa, it was pulling you
Now,
places.
do you just sit at home and just let it run wild, or is
Yeah,
there,
if I got a live one in the rotation,
What you gonna do when my wild wiener runs wild?
Do you have like a lady kind of picked
No,
out?
I'm-
No, I'm saying like when you take Wild Wiener, you're like, this is the chick. I gotta call her
Well,
because we
once-
don't know what it's gonna do, and she can handle any situation.
I mean, one time I took a hot rod because I had a real youngin on the loose.
We want to say over 18.
Over 18.
Barely.
I've never been with a woman under 18.
Disclaimer. I want to get that out there.
I've been with a few women who were a size 18. I'm a fucking animal.
I think they're a little bigger than that.
I mean, the last one, not the last one, but a couple girlfriends ago, she made an impression on me and my air mattress.
Hey!
And your couch.
Skako.
Skako classic.
You've got to slow down. Why? You're not in my pussy.
You're like, let me take some more wild wieners.
Ooh.
Hey, that's not me. That's the wild wiener.
You ever bring in the wiener whisperer if it gets too wild to tame it?
Dude, wiener whisperer would be a great dick pill.
Well, I mean, I took the hot rod one time, and the girl flaked on me, so I was wide awake.
Like why? She had psoriasis?
No. What am I dating, Marino? Hello. It's inside baseball
Very
joke there.
inside.
Omar Marino.
Inside? I'd like the other stuff that's super relatable.
Dude, I was killing it Tuesday night with the inside zingers.
Where, the comedy on stage or
I
off?
had to follow Whitney Cummings, and she's, I've never seen her bomb on the main room. Like, there's an energy when she's on that
coming
stage.
off a new special.
HBO? I'm assuming.
Netflix. Her fifth.
Like, she's...
Aaron writes for her. I don't know if you know that.
I bet he does. But like there's just an energy in the room with her that there isn't for most comics. Like, they're excited to see her, and I've never seen her not do well, so I had to follow that. So I had to
What was her intro for you?
I watched this guy take 3 wild wieners in the back.
I don't know much about this guy, but there's a wild wiener pill bottle back there that's half empty. Here he is, Earl Skakel.
I will say this. She's always been cool to me. We started doing shows at the Sportsman's Lodge.
Yeah,
Friday nights, Joey and Jimmy.
She's always cool.
She was 11 years old. You were 50.
No, I was 40. She always sets me up. Oh, this guy's a mentor of mine, which is probably not true, but like
I think it's true.
Probably not true.
I think it's true.
Maybe, I don't know. But I started.
It could be true.
I started with him.
Your name was on the Netflix special. It said mentor.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure everyone fudges. I've brought up roast battle comics before, going, hey, they're great. Good luck with this set. She's got 6 minutes. Enjoy the last 9. Fucking bitch.
Jesus.
Sorry. I came into.
You're coming off. You're on Wild Wiener right now. Coming off hanging out with wrestlers.
No,
you're out of control.
Like 4 people telling me what CB's up to, and I don't need that shit. In my life.
Told you. I thought you wanted to know. That's why I called you.
Why would people?
I never understood. I went through it with OG. I'd be having a great day, great set at the store. Hey, OG's porking this open micer now. Great. I could have gone a million lifetimes.
Yeah. Do you have any more information?
Yeah. How big is his dick? How many pennies did he rub together to pick her up?
So guys.
So I take the hot rod.
If Danish and O'Neill listeners see Earl, don't do the mama-mas and don't tell him what his ex-girlfriend's been up to.
Yeah, because
Please.
this might be, I'll be on Beach Cops. I'll come. We'll play.
You got to
on
come back.
But this is the final D&O.
Yeah. It's a trivia answer. Final episode as well.
So
final appearance for you and our final appearance.
I'm humbled and honored that I was asked to be the final
You
guest.
asked me to be on it.
Come on, dude. It's kayfabe, dude. It's kayfabe.
You paid us $50,000
we
like
would.
some of these podcast guests are doing now.
Yeah, we would have had you on no matter what, even if you didn't pay us to be on.
Are you gonna have
here.
a store door guy on? You listen to that podcast? It's worse than the Comedy Store Wrestling podcast.
Hello.
We're getting fucking guys who did a dark match 4 years ago in NXT.
Getting Dolph Ziggler's brother.
Well, we did. Now, he's the Hollywood hunk in AEW. He's killing it.
Was Dolph Ziggler at the roast?
He was not.
Mick Foley was, I saw.
He was not at the roast, but he was at the last match. I was on the plane. On the plane going to Nashville, I sat next to The Miz and his wife.
Oh, they live up the street from you.
I said, hey, man, you're going to be at the... I don't know if a lot of people like Flair. Like I said, I'll assume that we were not the first choices, comics or wrestlers, maybe outside of Bischoff.
You think people said no?
I mean, I can't imagine Sting... was not asked.
He's a holy roller.
Yeah, so he might not have been down, but
Yeah.
he could have done the last match. Although
I don't know
Jay-
if he would like to see your dick pic being shown around.
Yeah, probably not.
Unless Jesus was like
Yeah.
strung across it. If you had a crucifix.
Well, that's what they did. Kurt Angle was supposed to be in ECW, and they did. They had an angle. No pun intended. Get it? They had an angle.
Yeah, no, I got it.
I bet you did. Probably get a text from you in 2 hours. Hey, I just saw Chandler at Chipotle with some strapping blonde. Fucking idiot.
Working the counter guy.
Yeah.
So I'm blowing the fucking register guy.
That
Sorry,
guy,
getting free guacamole.
that guy might be next, but he'll never be first.
Let's say she got some sour cream but didn't ask for it. You know what I'm saying?
So I take the hot rod. The girl flakes,
Oh.
and I was wide awake.
So would you watch UFC heavyweight bouts?
I know. I went to the gay 24-hour fitness to work out. And
Of course you did.
Work that boner off.
The hot rod kicks in, and there's 3 people in the gym. Me, some big black dude,
And your boner.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
No.
Yeah.
Legit Dog the Bounty
yeah.
Hunter.
No.
Dwayne
John, why did you
Chapman.
call us?
And the black
When
guy.
was this?
This is 10 years ago.
Man, I would have loved to see. What's he work out in?
Same shit he does when he's
He doesn't
catching-
put on like a shirt and tie and dress up a little bit?
Was he there to kill the black guy?
Well,
How many N-bombs did he drop?
Here's the thing: the black guy starts freaking out. I'm pumping,
Like
to-
freaking out meaning.
like in a good way.
Oh, he's like, I
I'm-
loved when you dropped 50
yeah,
N-bombs.
I'm like pumping 225 for reps at the time.
Yeah.
No big deal. In my 40s.
NBD.
Yeah, NBD. No black dick. See, that's improv. That's how fast my fucking brain works.
You don't have any side effects from that wild wiener, that's for sure.
Well, then they had the power.
Have you ever tried wild wiener?
No, I tried the penis power pill.
The triple P?
Penis power pill.
So this black guy starts freaking out, and I'm like lifting heavy weights for me. He's like, "Hey, can you take a pay?" He brings Dog the Bounty Hunter over to me.
Was it Ronnie Coleman?
What's Ronnie Coleman? I got a better body than that guy.
Where was Beth washing those big tits in the shower?
Where's who?
Beth.
Who's Beth?
His
Beth
wi-
the bounty hunter.
His widow.
She great tits.
Or his ex, or his wife.
You could
He's a
tell-
widower.
You could tell she had those big bologna pancakes. Ooh.
How could you tell? Because they were ripping.
He could tell because she wore a mustard necklace around her.
I can tell. I know
Because dogs
tits.
were following her. She went-
They were howling.
Oh, she had a necklace of wieners.
Those are some wild wieners around your neck.
So
What was Dog doing? He's like 80 years old.
He's kind of embarrassed. The black guy's paying. He's like, "Do you have a phone on you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a cell
Wait,
phone."
he wanted you to use your phone to take a
So what, you had to like email him or text him?
He says, "I had a flip phone. It had an actual camera on it."
That's how he wanted to get your phone number, by the way.
Oh, he was one of them.
But I saw Leland walk by the Comedy Store once when I was
Who's
doing the
Leland?
sign.
Oh, the kid.
You don't know your Dog the Bounty Hunter trivia. You don't even deserve to be in his presence.
So,
You don't even know who Beth is. How
so
dare you?
Dog starts posing for the picture.
Dog, he's a short guy, right?
He's not that tall. I was the tallest one. The black guy was like.
Did you measure? You go, before I work out, everybody, let's stand back to back.
So the black guy puts his arm around Dog, and I said, "You sure you want me to take this picture?" I was trying to go for a joke. He's like, "Yeah, why?" I'm like, "Well, you didn't hear that last phone call, did you?"
Did you really say
Yeah.
that?
And
What'd Dog say?
Dog kind of looks at me like, "You motherfucker."
He's like, listen, brother.
so,
Brah, have a cigarette.
He-
He handcuffed you. Give me a cigarette.
Don Morocco?
That's how he talks. He
goes-
pretends he's Hawaiian.
And he goes, hey, essay.
Hey, brother. He's like, look, I've done jail time.
And by the way, this guy he had a DUI, and they're hunting all over Hawaii looking for him.
He may have been hunting a fugitive in that gym. He was looking around.
Dude, so you go.
I saw ass eating in that gym. I saw. I told you that's.
What,
I
would you have?
must
Were you looking in a mirror?
No, this guy. Hello. These two guys in the steam room were eating ass once when I was in there.
You're like, excuse
You're
me.
like, I'm just going to sit here and read my magazine.
Well, everyone's like, "Well, why didn't you leave?" I was like, "I was there first."
Make sure you wipe down your face when you're done.
So
Were they like
nasty.
moaning? I mean,
Oh yeah, I was like,
how close to you are they? On your lap?
real close.
What? Who doesn't leave?
I mean,
I don't care if you were there for 20 hours before them.
I mean,
There's Eric Bischoff.
right there. It's right there.
Shoulder to shoulder?
Basically.
Were you standing in line for
Well, I
the
was in the
next ass
corner.
eating?
No, I was in the corner.
Jerking it.
No, I was just chilling.
Were you naked?
These guys hanging out in the locker room going, hopefully we see some ass eating.
Were you naked or you in a towel?
Because I knew the deal in that gym.
You were in a snowsuit.
I was wearing my Iverson Reeboks and my board shorts, brother, and a couple T-shirts.
And your belly ring?
Dude, I want to follow you around for a day. You just do your natural stuff.
Dude, that's what this guy pitched me a special. He's like, let's just have a mic and you just go around town. You do like 5 minutes of stand-up to different people on the street. And we'll call it Earl on the Street.
And we'll go there and be like, look at these guys eating ass.
Well, then you go to the mobile, take a couple dick pills, go back
100%.
out, do some jokes.
Be rock hard.
Yeah.
So
that should be the name of your special.
Rock
Earl
hard.
Skakel, Wild Wiener.
Sponsored by Wild Wiener.
It's the Wild Wild Wiener.
How would you not have a million dick pills as sponsors for your podcast?
I'm not very good at business. Be honest with you.
Your penis.
So okay, you're going to Riverside. You're working out. There's dog. You got the hot rod.
So no, I just had a huge boner at a largely homosexual gym.
Okay.
Dog's like, anyone want to suck that, Bretta?
So I picked up 4 numbers and hello.
And dog didn't say anything after you go. Did you hear the last
I
phone
mean,
call?
It was a huge boner too. Like when I'm at when I'm at full tide.
So you're just walking around with a legit boner.
Oh, hard as
In mesh shorts.
I think I had my
What are you doing?
my Nike.
Who's like, I got this huge boner. Let me go work out in public. You're going to lay down. You're just going to see it.
There's
Yeah,
more
but-
to this story.
No, there
Who
isn't.
goes to these gyms? Who's working out with an erection costume?
But this was what me.
It's so bizarre.
No, it's not, brother.
You're going to drop weight on your dick.
I mean, when my dick's at full capacity, it's impressive. Trust me on that one.
Full capacity? How many guys is that? 20?
7.
But it wasn't at full capacity in your dick pic where it's going to the left.
No,
Hard left.
that's about I say 60%.
You got a dog leg left.
Jacked. That's Earl in my physical prime.
Aaron, have you seen Earl's?
No.
Would you like to?
No.
Okay.
Well, you're going to.
Let's
Just thought I'd ask.
let's get some bit or shit.
All right, for
going.
the last time on this show, I think we should definitely bring this to Beach Cops when you come on.
Oh yeah.
I might.
DeWitt would love it. Here we go. Let's give you the intro.
That gets your
That's a good song.
that'll get your hot rod flowing.
Is that on Spotify?
What, the shit or bit?
Yeah.
It's the Wild Wiener Band with Imrai.
Who is that the song?
Oh, this guy's unbelievable. He says it's
Prolific.
like a new song every week.
Prolific songwriter. He's coming off a heartbreak.
Yeah. 20-year friendship. He was hoping it would blossom into something more.
Well, let me text him what she's up to. Fucking assholes. I mean, it's really
Are these
unbelievable.
comics who are doing this to you?
Yeah.
Dean Gelber?
I saw CB. Yeah, she did a TikTok video talking about this guy or whatever. Okay, good.
Why are you friends with these people?
Dude, I'm friends with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I can't,
He can't help his magnetism.
Hey, it's so hot that people are deep throating popsicles because they're actually hot.
What is that, a Bob Eppervia bit? that is real close to a Bob Eppervia bit. Really?
Uh-oh. You better call better help.
You're a schizophrenic man who's been performing at the Comedy Store every Monday for 50 years has a bit very similar to you.
It was so hot, Madonna was dirty dancing with a popsicle. Oh. That's Bob's Johnny Carson imitation.
That's a good one. Okay.
I mean, it's out of the chute.
It's a leadoff batter. Does not
Why
get
you
on
say,
base.
"Hey, it's so hot, people are cornholing with a popsicle."
So hot, I stuck a popsicle through the glory hole, and the other guy said, "Thank you."
And then I said, when you're done with that, When you're done with it,
Hold on, no,
make
I
sure
don't
you suck my dick. then my dick. Hey, it's blue. Make sure you wipe off your tongue. I don't want to get on my dick.
Say that again. It's so hot.
This guy's typing. You can't
What
listen
do
to
you
the
want me to
audio.
do?
You can't
No,
go
I
back.
don't listen to this fucking podcast. I'm too busy listening to the two I do that nobody listens
Aaron will
to.
send you the transcripts.
By the way, can we get the plugs? Can I get a clip of the plugs I did in the beginning of the show? I just want to send one to Nikita.
What's he gonna beat you up? What the fuck is
And
going
we're
on?
sending you copies now.
No, just at the beginning. It's the beginning. Hey, can you imagine sales on Black Friday in Tel Aviv? That's going to be a real knuckle grinder. Tel Aviv, because all the Jews.
Yeah, I get it.
But
Wait. So
I thought it was going to be a black joke. Is what you're saying?
no, there's no blacks.
Yeah,
in
I know,
Tel
but you
Aviv.
swerved. You took a hard left.
I
and
took
no one saw it coming.
Yeah, that's so it's so hot. I put.
This guy's still writing.
He writes what he knows. It's hot outside.
Dude, I mean, I'm not used to being in this studio, and it's like
It
conditioned.
feels nice.
Feels nice. I'm not sweating like
right.
Shaq in a spelling bee.
Let's go back to some Shecky Greed. Fucking
Okay.
Aaron called the union. He's like, I'm gonna pass out. He's like Ric Flair back there when it was hot.
It's so hot, I stuck a popsicle through a glory hole.
The guy said, "Thank you."
Okay.
I said, hurry up with that because I want to get my dick sucked.
All right.
It's a warm up.
So, all right.
Give you a real freeze pipe.
There you go.
Glycerin.
This guy's out of control.
Aaron's on fire. To the last episode, he's bringing it.
Aaron's on Fire Island. Hello.
I mean, did he ruin the Danish and O'Neill show? Debatable, but he is bringing it for the last one.
Oh, here's my best Ric Flair joke. Oh, I think you gave me this one.
What is it?
Hey, Ric Flair, he's having money problems, which is crazy because Vince McMahon's paid him millions, and he didn't even have to fuck him.
Hello.
I got a big laugh.
Topical.
Got a big laugh.
What do you think Vince McMahon's doing these days?
Probably fucking an intern.
Dude, we paid $19 million all told that they found.
How
20,
many?
20.
With how many women?
They don't even know. They're
But
like,
it was company money. It wasn't his personal money.
$20 million.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Man, that's
I would have
expensive.
fucked him for.
Why not
free.
just find women that want to fuck you?
well, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I mean-
and how much have you paid? $8 total.
How much?
Here's
have I-
a burger. Shut your mouth.
I took a broad to Dantana's the other night. That's no cheap.
You took her to Tito Santana's?
Yeah, the taco vendor. That's what Jesse Ventura called him on air.
He called him Chico. What is Vince married still or no?
That's the crazy. I think that's why he did all those payouts. Wasn't because of the sexual
And
assaults.
she's a politician. Too.
Yeah.
Isn't she? Or wanted to
Linda
be?
McMahon. I
Wait,
think.
she's a politician?
She ran.
She also kissed Eric Bischoff in an angle.
She
once.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a hot piece.
Erica Lignia?
Was Stephanie McMahon there?
Alignia.
That's his sister.
Eric Alignia.
Alignia.
Alignia. What are you saying it twice? What is it? Oh brother, where art thou?
Let's go. Hey,
want
no.
another one? Well,
Do
I'm-
all temperature, do all hot. It's so hot outside jokes. I can listen to you do It's so hot outside.
This is Earl the meteorologist, his new character.
Please. Any weather-related material.
Well, and I gotta look.
So hot, my wild wiener melted in my car.
It melted in my mouth, not in my hand.
Hey, can someone get Ann Heche some water? That's too late now.
Jesus. Too soon? No, too late.
Let me see. Oh yeah, you.
I saw a lot of comics were saying. I didn't know she did stand up. Anne Heche.
Yeah.
No.
Well, so did Ron Perlman.
She did.
When he started
no,
out,
she did
yeah.
stand up like 5 years ago.
It's probably.
I saw a lot of stand-ups doing some
Wait,
like
probably
tributes, and you could tell they didn't know her very well at all.
Hold
It's like,
on.
you know,
She did stand up 5
That's
years ago?
according to the tributes I was seeing online.
For how
yes.
long?
Not long.
You know that Krista Allen chick, the actress?
I gave her advice from not Dumb and Dumber, but Liar Liar. She was
Yeah.
She did a lot of like.
elevator.
She was a lot of like B.
She used to do those Emmanuel movies, the soft core
Oh, I
porn
love those
stuff.
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Same.
A kid.
Yeah.
When you were an adult, when you were a middle-aged man.
Harry Bush on Cinemax as a child.
Dude, those 80 ones. What was the broad's name? Because there was one girl who was in them all until she passed.
And then they passed the torch, I think, on to Krista Allen.
I tried to help her. I wasn't trying to fuck her. She bombed one night at the Ice House, the Annex. And then I went on after her and did pretty good. She's like, "Oh, can you help me ride?" I'm like, "I'm not a rider. I'm more of a performer." And She's like, well, what advice would you give me? I said, just don't, obviously you're hot with big jugs.
This is your advice.
So be careful.
Just use, hey, you're hot with big jugs. That's all you need.
I was like, be careful. People are going to ask you to open for them.
Yeah.
And
Open your mouth.
Yeah, hello, open your
Dude, she's been out in
ass.
this business so long, she knows the.
No, she doesn't, though. These broads, some of these fucking dames.
She knows. She was the casting couch era. She knows. People have definitely. She was with Clooney for years.
Yeah, but they don't realize. They think, everyone comes to comedy is the last fucking
I
day.
know. She was really nice. I went
nice.
up and then someone brought her up and I was like, what the fuck? And then afterwards she came up to me, but super nice.
Didn't we used to deliver groceries to her? Or is that a different woman?
No, that was Lad.
Lad?
Very similar look.
Vlad the Impaler?
No, I thought. I don't know.
We may have, but there's another lady that I think you're confusing with
Okay.
her.
The one in my building.
No, that's
the
another.
prostitutes?
I don't want to.
Oh, the smoking hot prostitutes?
She's like huge in OnlyFans now, that girl.
Dude, that chick is hot.
But here's the thing. When
Does she still live there?
No, she moved out a couple years ago. Sorry.
You all right?
This liquid death's kicking up like Long Beach.
Angina.
It's just water.
He's got angina.
Vagina, what's that have to do?
He's got a lignia disease.
Lignia's
He tore an
probably-
Alignia in his knee.
I remember when he would sit there for the Brody podcast and he reeked his cigarettes and like.
That's what he brought to the show.
Oh, yeah.
Just sit there and smell like nicotine. Yes.
You talk about phoniness. I've seen 3 comedy clubs. 3 clubs driving up here. R.I.P. Teddy Ray. Make God laugh. You didn't even fucking book him when he was alive.
Who's Teddy Ray?
I wasn't familiar with Teddy
He was
Ray.
awesome, dude.
Who's Teddy Ray?
Everyone knew him. I had
Great
no idea
guy.
who he was. The comic passed away
Really heavy
the other
set
day,
black
last
comic.
week.
Teddy Ray. I don't
And
know.
the bummer was he was working out in a pool. Like he was like trying to like get. in
Yeah, he
better
drowned,
shape.
right?
That's where he fucked up.
Well, he was working out in Palm Springs.
Yeah, he was up by Palm Springs.
That's gonna be like fucking 300 degrees up
Yeah.
there.
Let's do some weather material.
Well,
Related to
let me
that.
get. I got some preseason football jokes.
Oh, you ready for some football?
Hey,
Big Earl Skakel.
What if Deshaun Watson is actually sore from practice and walks into a massage parlor? He just wants a massage. He doesn't want a stick
They
whack.
put it in his contract. He has to it's only through their team and has to be approved. Like he can't go out on his own anymore.
He also needs an intimacy coordinator there. He's like, what are you willing to do to this
He has
man?
to wear the codpiece.
He's also only going to prostitutes to get
Whatever,
massages.
well, that's all good.
Which would be better than what he was doing. He was going to legit masseuses.
Hey, Frank Ocean's selling a $25,000 cock ring. Boy, I wonder what the return policy is on that one. It's a cock ring. You don't have to return it.
I saw. He said he's like, I have more affordable ones, and the more affordable one was like $5,000.
What is it made of?
It's like there's some
Diamonds.
gold.
And who is
shit,
it?
yeah.
Billy Ocean now
Frank
sells
Ocean.
cock rings?
Bill,
Tyler,
yeah.
the creator, your boy. It's his buddy.
It's my boy.
You get a discount.
I mean,
Yeah, give him some of the jellies.
Hello. Aaron, do you have any $25,000 cock ring?
Yeah, this guy's wearing one right now. That's why he has a bodyguard over there in case somebody tries to steal it.
my dick was too big for one of those. I tried it once.
They don't
Would you
make-
go to the store? You're like, you got any extra large?
I said, I'm packing. The guy's like, we got one that'll fit an elephant. And
He's like, look, it's wearing it right there.
Dude, so you have a bigger dick than an elephant?
That's what he's
Elephant
saying.
dick's like 6 feet long.
He's got elephantitis.
Yeah, you might want to go to the doctor.
You got Christopher-titis.
hey, I was struggling with women so much recently. I called Alexa a cunt.
What?
Fucking bitch.
Dude, going to Nashville changed you.
This isn't the Earl I remember.
I got
This
some-
wild wiener's got some anger side effects.
Hey, there was a woman who committed suicide in Griffith Park by hanging herself and setting her on fire. I know at least 5 comics who'd still fuck her.
Jesus, these aren't even jokes.
What are you talking? And I'm not one of them.
Oh, pulled straight from the headlines. Too real?
You don't like women on fire jokes?
She set herself on fire?
Yeah, and then hung herself.
Where? I would go
At
to Griffith
Park.
Where?
I don't know.
My
I don't
dream
know. What
is to
was
find
that?
a dead body there.
Hello.
Why didn't you say, oh, I heard she was lit? Hey-oh!
Hey, let me write that one down.
We should do a Stand By Me remake where Earl comes to us and says, "Want to see a dead body?" He brings us up to Griffith Park.
Hold
I
on.
read that. That's a crazy story. How'd she do all that?
Did she set it on fire?
I think what she did was, she got ready, at the rope, and then right before she did it, she set herself on fire.
This is a lot to do.
She
to
could have
manage.
caused a big fire in Griffith Park.
Hey, I saw an article recently on the top 10 places in the world to live. I'm shocked Compton wasn't on it.
Say that again. What did I missed part
That's
of
a
that?
classic Earl setup with the numbers that throw you off.
You said say it again.
I got it.
I got this one memorized. Hey,
Wow, you're a professional.
I missed. I zoned out for a second.
yes, you did think of the elephant cock.
He was dreaming.
Hey, I saw an article the other day on the top 10 places in the world to live, and I'm just shocked Compton wasn't on it.
Now I know why I zoned out.
You see the other day there was a plane crash in Compton. It's probably the only time the victims were like, "I'm good. I've had a good life," because they don't want to survive that crash. Probably get jacked in the parking lot. Hold on. Hey, do
man.
porn stars go on the DL? Like when a hockey player hurts his back, they say he has a lower body injury. What do porn stars go on the DL with? A broken jaw and a pulled anal gland?
O'Neill met a lady who was doing a gangbang or a threesome.
Do you know Bradley Spencer?
Is it a guy or a girl?
It's a chick.
No, I don't.
She was doing a suppository and punctured her.
I was up there and I was like, "What are you chicks out here for? Porn?" Because they had that look,
Right.
and the one lady started laughing, and she's like, "Yeah, I do porn." And she said she had this. She's doing double anal in the next day, and
Double anal Arn
she
Anderson.
never ended up doing it because she punctured her asshole, giving herself a giant fucking enema.
Well, that's
Pierced her asshole wall.
that gig I did. It was my first paying gig where I got $2,500 to be at the gangbang doing crowd work.
Yeah.
And the girl,
They called you the one-man gangbang.
hello.
What'd you say? When you look at guys' dicks and you're like, you're getting it too hard too early.
I
You
was
got a
killing
long line.
I was like, "Hey, number 9, how you doing? Where are you from?"
Let me fluff you up a little bit.
So they had a halftime because this girl was pretty beat up at some point, and
Would she go back to the locker room, get a speech from her old coach? They're like, you can do it. You're halfway
I was the
there.
only one she was talking to. I was literally the only guy in this room.
Yeah,
that
you're
tried
the
to
guy
fuck
who
her.
wasn't there trying to fuck her. Yeah.
So she starts crying. I'm like, "Oh, what's wrong? You okay?" She's like, "Well, my doctor says I got to cut it down to 4 anal scenes a week or my ass will explode."
That's
so
sad.
there is the injuries are real in porn.
What, did he have a chart? He's like, look, you're headed over to this side. You got to go back. What'd you say? You're like, oh, man, I'm sorry to hear it.
How long did you
wanna
date
go
her
for
after
a
that?
fifth scene? Fucking twat. Let me see here. Hey, Dan Cook is he's in the news.
There we go.
He's,
Uh-oh.
I like that. I got no beef with the guy. I mean, Dan Cook is 50 years old. He's marrying his 23-year-old girlfriend, and I think that's disgusting. He would marry a girl that old.
Hey-o.
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
He started dating her when she was 18. He's picking her up at high school.
And how old is he? He's 50?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I know. You're like, look at this loser.
He performed at her prom.
No, I think he at her quinceañera.
Dude, by the way, that never works. You don't think that girl's going to change dramatically in the next 10
No,
years?
dude,
Mentally, and go, what the fuck am I doing with this old
That's
fuck?
true love.
Jesus.
Come on.
He's going to lose half his shit.
It's true love. Take it back.
Well, based on my experience dating younger females, it's
And
not
some
good.
males.
Well, no, I don't.
You date older men.
I don't do that shit.
What about Patty Please? She was like
That
70.
wasn't a date. That was more of an
That was
experiment.
in the shower.
That was an appointment.
She was a good kisser too. Hey, how about?
This is what he brings out of that experience with a prostitute. Oh,
70 years old.
I would pay her $50 to kiss her right now.
I mean, she had some great jugs.
Yeah.
They were like basketball.
I don't know if they were great. They were just...
They were too big.
She had a
They were too big.
She had a Spalding tattoo and not from Caddyshack.
She had elephant tits.
I mean, her pussy wasn't bad either, but
Why don't you call her?
her
Hit
pussy.
her up.
I don't think she's alive anymore.
She's not? What, she at 90 now?
Hey, I tell you, you're horny when you're jacking off to an LPGA event. I mean, some of those caddies got some big melons.
Are there female caddies?
This is a more observational Earl.
Yeah,
this is
I'm
like the
Seinfeld, Earl.
Nashville changed me.
Have you heard fucking Holtzman on Seinfeld? He keeps yelling about.
Oh yeah,
he does an impression.
I thought you were saying he was on Seinfeld. I missed that episode.
This is an impression of Seinfeld. He goes like this with his hand on his forehead. And he's like, "What's the deal? I don't know, Jerry. What's the fucking deal?"
Why is he bringing that up now?
Why does the impression include him putting his hand on his forehead?
I don't know. He has maybe he's saying he's a big forehead. I don't really get
must
that
be.
part of it.
Oh, you guys are like this one.
I heard he drives in a Porsche to really play the character.
Yeah.
You got Portia, the girl who used to date Mike Schmidt. Oh, never mind.
That's more insight.
You guys are like this one. This is a hot one on the griddle. Saw that movie, The Lost City, with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum, and my God, did either one of them read the script? Jesus, that movie was so bad, and this is coming from someone who has seen every Steven Seagal movie. You guys like that?
Yeah, that's good.
How about somebody who was in Bench?
I was just gonna say that Benchwarmers, dude.
Marked for Death. I was gay cop number 7.
Why don't you tag it with that?
Maybe. I mean,
And you
maybe I
go,
will.
Mark for Death. Anyone recognize me? Gay cop number 7.
Hey,
I got cut, but I still had to perform all of the sex scenes.
I'm a model in Pakistan.
Hey, preseason football is in the fourth quarter when they're throwing to the white guys. You know what I'm saying? Because game's over at that point.
Your Steelers aren't got some quarterback problems, Earl.
Not really. All three played great. Trubisky and I feel bad
Trubisky.
for Rudolph because the guy played good and they're booing him.
He swung his helmet at a black guy. Not the best.
Well,
did the black
allegedly he called him the N-word.
No,
Whoa.
I can't imagine
I can.
that a pro football player with what would you say the breakdown of an NFL roster is 80% black?
Probably more.
At least 80.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that Mason Rudolph called that guy the N-word, and then the next day is in a locker room with Cam Hayward, who could kill him.
Remember, what team was that guy on? Was it the Eagles? The guy was at a country concert, and he dropped a hard N-bomb on film?
I ordered his jersey the next day.
Hopefully you don't run into him at the gym. Somebody wants to take a picture with him.
Well, that's like when I went to the XPW shows back in the day. That's like really extreme pro wrestling. Like it makes ECW look like kid stuff. They had a tag team called the West Side, and they had merch. Like little kids were running around the arena with the merch, and I went to the stand, but they were all out of large.
Is that the one the guy who robbed a bank is in?
He's not piping down on the race jokes.
Aaron's asleep. Is that the one where the dude robbed a bank is in there?
No, Nick Cage. I saw him at the Flair Roast.
He's in there?
He robbed a bank?
Yeah.
With no mask on. He's literally like
on camera.
How long did he go to jail?
A while.
Yeah.
I think.
But he's out wrestling again?
Very intimidating, dude. He's the guy who stabbed Arquette. You know, Arquette did the real.
Oh, yeah.
He almost killed him. Almost bled him out.
He
stabbed him with a
in
light
the jugular.
He goes, yeah, man. He goes, just don't I don't want to do any of that. He just took the thing and he sliced his throat.
Jesus Christ.
You got to see.
Arquette walked off. He's like, I'm
He was
done.
pissed.
He's like, I'm out. And he was like holding his throat. He thought he was going to die. He's like, I got to get out of here.
He sliced him.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't know if he did it on purpose. I can't imagine. He's like,
He also took a pizza cutter to your buddy John Moxley's tongue.
That's his thing. He's really
the old pizza cutter to the tongue. That's a fun.
But as violent as he is,
he has like no teeth, right?
He's
missing a bunch of teeth.
Dude, he walks around like this, like his shoulders are like hunched over.
Did you go to the bank with him? And you're like, uh-oh.
No, I went to.
Was he behind you in line? You're like, you can go next.
I let Ted Nugent in front of me once at Jamba Juice.
Is that a bit?
No, it's true.
I'm saying, but you could turn it into a bit.
Hey, that's the guy who wrote Jailbait. You can't sing that one anymore.
I heard he puts the fruit on the employee's head and shoots it off with his bow and arrow into this.
He likes to get
blender.
it. He just buys the fruit there. He goes, I'll skin him at home.
He said, "Bless you, my son."
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Wow, very pious.
That reminds me of an old school joke I used to do. It's a visual joke, though. So
it's a visual joke.
Visual aids?
So, yeah, I got hit in the head with a film projector. I'm really bummed out. It's the last time I'm going to breathe into this mic, which I'm sure hasn't been sanitized since Brody's show.
How dare you?
Aaron sprays it.
Oh, do you really? Thanks. Yeah. You don't want to
Come on.
He sprays it with. He blows on it after he goes and smokes.
Aaron's up for a Soundy Award. You going to throw that out there?
Who are you voting for the Soundies?
I didn't know.
Best sound engineer. It's Aaron or it's me.
It's Sosis at the Comedy Store.
How dare you? Kaiser Sosis?
So I went to I went to Rome with my dad and Refrigerator.
Rome
Perry.
with Rome with.
Did you just say you went to Rome with Refrigerator Perry?
Yeah, my
Wait,
dad.
This is real?
Yeah.
Wait,
Why have we never heard
wait,
that?
what? Are you talking about Sublime with Rome?
No, Rome. When in Rome.
No, you went to Rome with you,
My dad
your
and
dad.
Refrigerator Perry.
What? How we've talked to you for hours. You've never told us this? And the Dog the Bounty Hunter thing? You're saving this all for
I
the
got
last
a lot
episode.
of stories. I got a lot of stories.
So what happened?
So
How?
We're at the Vatican.
No, but how did this even take place?
My dad was he was like friends with everyone.
What's your dad's name?
Billionaires. James Curtis Skakel.
James
Yeah.
Skakel.
And
Jimmy. You go by Jimmy or no?
yeah, sometimes. It's
Didn't they? You got? Yeah, they had.
It's on the cover of was it Life magazine?
Didn't he help run the old the Coke factory or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah.
The graphite
Power.
turned graphite into oil, and
It was one of the biggest privately owned companies in the
It was.
world.
And then he went deep on an oil rigging venture in the Amazon, and it went belly
Oh,
up.
seriously?
Yeah, I mean, he would if this would have hit, I'd be a billionaire. Like,
So now you're only a millionaire.
so now I just live in a life of luxury in a paid-off condo with a lease on a
Do you
Jeep.
does he own land down in the Amazon? Well, you moved down there, do comedy.
He's got a family down there. He's got some brothers and sisters down there.
They would love your shirts. They were like, clothes? This is great.
Koloff Wrestling.
You better get it to him.
So-
I don't want him to have any problems.
So
with
he
you.
was boys with Refrigerator Perry.
So we're at
You flew on a plane with the fridge?
a
This
private
is
plane.
prime Bears. era?
No, a little. He was still good.
Okay, but he's still playing.
But my dad was best friends with the Steelers owner, Art Rooney, so he knew people.
Yeah.
And he also, I think, Ralph Wilson of the Buffalo Bills. So he knew George Hallis. And
Is this through business? How did he know
yeah.
this guy?
There's-
Okay.
you
Is this
know,
before Windy City Heat, where Perry was looking for the Refrigerator Perry stole
And
the
Ernie
refrigerator?
Banks.
How about Larry Banks, Ernie's cousin?
Is the fridge? What's the fridge eat on a private plane?
Whatever he wants.
Does he shit in a bucket?
He could. I mean, he had a.
Well, anybody could shit in a bucket.
Yeah, but like.
It is true.
He literally was shaped like a refrigerator. So.
And he walks around in a box.
Did you talk to him a lot?
Yeah.
I mean, what did you talk to Refrigerator
How
Perry
old were
like?
you at the time?
Probably
49.
45.
This was 30 years ago.
So we're in Rome. We're chilling at the Vatican, and Refrigerator Perry.
Why? What was the point of the trip? Just vacation?
Pleasure.
It's like, hey, fridge, what are you doing? Want to head to Rome with me and my son?
dad on the Convair, the Great Lakes.
The rest of your family go, or just
No,
you?
just me and my
Okay.
dad.
Did you fly Concorde?
No, it's the Convair.
What?
Private plane.
Jeez.
Private. Like, it was beds in it and shit. And I was so scared when we were flying over there. I'd never been on a flight that long. That the wings at night, it's a very long flight.
Yeah. Especially
And
from L.A.
at night, I thought we were gonna get hit by another plane because the planes, the wings, they get the red lights at the very end of the.
Yeah.
I thought it was another plane coming at us. I was like Lloyd Bridges, an airplane. It's coming right at us. Like,
What
he
did Fridge
jumped out
say?
the window.
Hey, settle
He was
down.
just asleep. He was in a food coma.
Fridge had the apnea.
He was like fat.
It's snoring.
He was like Fat James style eating.
He
Like,
just pass out with a bucket of ice cream.
He ate a Snickers bar with the wrapper still on it. Like, he was just unbelievable. Like, he was out of
Did
control.
he fly in his jersey and pants?
He was in WrestleMania, or was he in WCW?
He was,
yeah.
He was on G.I. Joe.
remember
Remember
that.
his figure as a kid?
I didn't know that.
He had
What,
big
what were
crossover
you going to Rome? Getting braces?
It was just his family.
Pretty big gap.
He was learning to. him? I thought you
Oh,
meant
yeah.
Earl.
no,
I
I'm
thought
the
you meant me.
refrigerator.
My teeth are perfect.
Earl flew there to learn Italian.
Yeah, eat a Luigi's. I got a salami for you.
Is that what your dad took you there? Hey, Earl, go on the street. Show him your salami.
Is it true?
Show the Italians your American salami.
Is it true that your dad had you and Fridge stay in the same room?
Is it
together?
true that is it true that your dad got you in the fridge drunk and tried to get you guys to kiss?
No, we stayed at the Metropolitan Club in New York.
Is Fridge still alive?
I don't know. What am I, his fucking
Why don't you
doctor?
stay in touch with
His
him?
old friend.
Dude, you act like this
That's
is just
Uncle Fridge.
regular behavior, but this is the first we're hearing about.
So,
We're shocked.
We go L.A. to New York. We stay at my dad's private club, the Metropolitan Club. We're on the
Okay.
5th floor suite. Trust me on that one.
You guys are all in one room?
No, the fridge was in his own room.
And you and your dad
Dad Fridge is alive. He's 59.
He's 59?
Damn, he was lit.
No.
Yeah.
How old is he?
59.
59?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's it? I thought it would be like 70.
He's 6'2".
Holy shit.
He's got 4 kids.
Oh, wrong guy. I went there with Refrigerator Barry.
Yeah, Ted Barry. It's part of the Nicholas Brothers touring band.
All right, so what happens? So you go there to Rome, you're in the Vatican. Did you meet the Pope?
Yeah, well, that's where it gets interesting. So me and the fridge are chilling.
Where's your dad?
My dad's walking around by himself.
So I was right. He did try to say.
And all of a sudden, the Pope comes out.
Jesus Christ.
What is this, an old joke? I was in a bar with the fridge and the Pope.
Pope comes out and blesses my dad. It's the craziest
Your dad
thing.
sneeze?
By the way, these are the these are the stories you have, and you're talking about. Oh, it's so hot that eat a popsicle.
I said a popsicle through a glory hole. The guy said, I said penetrance.
Why you do a joke about flying with Refrigerator Barry?
Was it Pope John Paul?
It was,
the guy in the 80s?
Yeah, the guy who was there for a while.
Yeah, the bald dude.
Because there was a dude before him, who was only there for like 2 months.
Yeah, Pope Miguel.
Yeah, what'd you do? Did you go up to the Pope and be like, "Hey, I got a spot on my penis. Would you mind looking at it?
Yeah, can you have one of
Maybe you
your
can suck it off."
can you have one of your comrades fucking just suck?
You guys, you've seen a lot of cocks, right? Can you see if this is normal for a kid?
Does the fridge get
That's what you should do.
the fridge get recognized in Rome?
Of course he is. He's a fucking 400-pound black dude.
I don't know.
So, the fridge.
Who's
and I-
more famous in Rome, the fridge or the Pope?
Oh, well, probably the Pope.
The fridge, was he a smart guy? Because I could see him be like, "Who's that guy?"
Not really. He wasn't.
A lot of brain damage.
Fridge, they say he brings a wagon with mini fridges to sign, give out to his fans.
You can buy them.
I
Why
saw
didn't he
him-
have his own line of refrigerators with Whirlpool?
I saw him
You
the
should've.
next day at the Metropolitan Club. I'm like, "Hey, Fridge, how was your sleep?" He's like, "I've just been watching cartoons in my room." Stugatz.
What?
Two guys.
Was he dice? What kind of impression is
It
that?
sounds like an Italian Kamala.
Well, I can't do an impression of a black guy. I'll get canceled.
Why? It just.
I mean, what am I supposed
What do
to
you
go?
mean?
Look at here, look at here.
That's not how the fridge talks either.
I've been watching cartoons in my room.
What cartoons does he like?
That's not how the fridge
Just
talks.
Jimmy the Boondocks. Hello.
Boondocks. What's this? You flew to the future?
I hope it was the jelly.
Talking about
I hope
the
it was-
jelly. This was like 2 years ago.
Hey, peanut butter and jelly.
Are you losing your mind? Jesus Christ.
We're gonna find out this is a complete lie. That girls never left the country. They have a passport.
Fly east to La Cienega. Get the fuck out of
How
here.
okay, so what did you do while you were over there?
I'm trying to tell a fucking story. I noticed it's
309.
So what time
Dude,
do we
your,
have to be
your
out of
vision's
here?
so bad.
You got to be out of here by 3:30. We got
All
time. How long is this story? You're like, the setup 40
I'm
minutes.
trying to wrap it up. I got to go take an ice bath at 4:30.
Where?
My first time at the. Well, I don't want. I got to pay for it, so I'm not going to give.
What do you mean, like a cryogenic?
Yeah, but you go in the ice bath for 3 minutes.
Why don't you just fill up your own tub?
You do it with your clothes on?
No, I bought some biker shorts.
You got to take some hot rod to be like, look, still hard.
Oh, that'd be the ultimate. See if your fucking wild wiener works in ice cold water.
Well, there's one other pill I bought. I'm drawing a blank on the name.
You're shooting blanks.
Trust me, my shit works.
Do they have anything called the pipe clogger that's guaranteed to kill your sperm?
They have what was this?
They have the pipe cleaner.
So I bought the Power Penis, the Penis Power.
What does the guy working the register say when you put down some penis power?
Dude, he's like a salesman. He's like, yeah, Wild Wiener works for
It's
this.
Virgil. He's like, hey, you want me to throw in a lunchbox?
Virgil was out of control. He tried to charge me for an autographed picture. So his manager is like, give this guy a free picture. He's one of the family. So he puts, hi, Earl, I've got 14 inches. Like, how am I supposed to take that to a frame shop?
Well, that's great. I would say that's even better than having it.
So let me finish this fucking story. So I'm walking around with Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah.
My dad's, he hung out at 3 places. The Bel Air Hotel, drank with Harry Nielsen. I think I've said that here. He's like the 5th Beatle, all that shit.
Harry Nilsson had a huge drinking problem, drank himself to death.
Yeah, I mean, he actually preferred whiskey dick.
That's what he woke up with.
That was a joke I was going to do for Tiana.
You should do that. For the Harry Nilsson roast.
He likes.
Put the lime in the coconut.
He said, no, that's the black guy from the 7-Up commercials.
What?
Harry Belafonte.
Harry
No, the
Nilsson
black
roast.
bald guy, the uncola.
Yeah, he did that, but the lime and the coconut is the Harry Nilsson song.
Dude, Harry Nilsson's house was unbelievable.
You know, he had stage fright, never performed live. Had
that
all those
crazy?
hit songs and never performed live.
Yeah, I mean, I have stage fright.
You gotta take
You're like, I could barely get a boner while I was up there.
So, me and the Fred are just walking around the Vatican Square, and it's pretty beautiful.
How many feet would you walk before he was out of breath?
I mean, let's just say he had the endurance of Ralphie May.
Is it hard for him to walk around in cleats on the cement?
He was in full uniform just in case the game broke out.
Did he sack the Pope?
He had a helmet on.
I saw a hot dog cart in the middle of the Vatican. I'd never seen a guy move so fast. It was 400 pounds. Fat fuck. So.
Is it true he was stealing your snacks?
I've never seen a guy eat a Snickers bar with
Dude,
the wrapper on.
So if Refrigerator Perry comes to the Comedy Store, sees you, is he like, oh, I went to Rome with that guy?
I look a little different than when I was 13.
Show him a picture. You carry it around.
What? Your head shrank a little bit? I heard when you were 14, your dad took you down to Amazon to have your head shrunk.
That's what made the deal go belly up.
That's why I don't buy anything on Amazon.
You crossed the line. Yeah, it's too personal.
Dude, that'd be a great joke. You're like, my dad invested in oil in the Amazon, went belly up. That's why I won't ever buy anything on Amazon.
Yeah, I go on.
Still holding a grudge.
I go on. What's the other site? Amazon's competitor,
Wish?
Is there one?
Lexus or
Alibaba?
Lexus?
did he book a room?
Malignia.com? What are you talking about?
Is Oligny making up shirts right now as we speak for Saturday? Just pump some of those out. I mean, that's out of control. They want me to speak at this thing.
They're digging up Brody, and they're going to let you take a picture with his corpse.
Well,
Jesus.
Did you know that?
Well, let's talk to Tommy Goodlove.
Where is this? This is the original?
Oh, I don't know, dude. I mean, tonight it's the thing, and then Saturday's the walk, the bench.
It's too much. Cut
Brody
some of it
Brody
back.
would be pissed.
Brody would be embarrassed at this hijinks. I mean, I loved him too, but like it's time to move on to Teddy Ray or someone else who's died.
Yeah.
Jack Black. I mean, Jack
And Haish.
and Hayes.
You can
Jack.
walk Daisy at the memorial.
Maybe.
Give Daisy a
Daisy's
walk.
still alive?
Probably.
I can't believe his mom's still alive. She's like 90
And
years
the
old.
sister. So
His mom does comedy now. She's doing his old joke.
yes, enjoy it.
My mom.
That'd be great because it's not stealing. It's in the family.
And-
I mean,
She inherited them.
Yeah.
when I used to get depressed, I would watch this Tom Arnold roast. No, a James Cameron roast. It was on YouTube, and then they put. Dude, it's so funny.
Wait, he roasted James Cameron, the director?
He does.
I thought it was Kirk Cameron.
He was the, dude, that was one of his jokes. He looks at
Really?
Wait, why would James Cameron sit for this? He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would
It was
really.
at the Friars Club, and I think Tom Arnold because they did True Lies.
Oh, yeah.
And you could tell James Cameron was like trying to figure Brody out because at one point Brody's like, "Hey, loved you in Growing Pains." And James Cameron's looking up at him going, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, my bad. That's Kirk Cameron. My bad.
It's on YouTube? I got to watch
It was. You might have to go on Vimeo. It might be because they pulled it. It's so funny. Brody, it's Ralphie May, Bob Zaney.
Bob Zaney. What's another joke Brody
trying to
did for
think.
James Cameron?
He did that, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, or shave my back.
Old classic.
So he's just doing material, not roasting him.
Yeah, not really. It was. Ed
James
McMahon.
Cameron was on the cover of Camel Bee magazine.
James Cameron's so intense, he sweats in the shower.
Ed McMahon was there at one point.
Oh, really?
He was pretty hammered.
James
you
Cameron
could tell.
never saw his parents having sex. He smelled it.
Can someone get Ed some Metamucil? Ed likes it. He's a professional.
He's not like a guy who really, I think, is cut out for a roast. Really.
I'm successful, Cameron. Tom got me a scene in Soul Plane.
Is that what
And
he
Tom
said?
Arnold's like, "It's true, I did." He got all excited.
He's like, "You're welcome."
Now I'm doing a callback for Ed's next big star, like some show Ed McMahon.
That's hilarious.
So,
All right, so you're in Rome with the
I'm
fridge.
in Rome for the 5th fucking time. This joke's not long enough for me. Can I start from the beginning? Hello. So, I'm walking around with the fridge. You could tell he had social anxiety, so he didn't want to be alone.
Yeah.
And my dad is walking where, the Pope comes out to greet the crowd. He's just randomly... My dad's just on his own. He was a big Catholic, so he was really taking in the sights. All of a sudden, the Pope comes out and goes like this. So I'm making the sign of the cross for you audio freaks. Goes like this. And then a couple minutes later, my dad meets me in the fridge, and Fridge was like, "Oh my God, you know the Pope? You know the Pope?" My dad's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Well, he just blessed you." He's like, "He didn't bless me. He said, I want you to take that black guy and get the hell out of here."
That's what he said?
Yeah.
That's fucking...
That's real?
Worth it.
That's a real story?
Yeah.
And what Perry?
My dad
what
had
refrigerator Perry
He
say?
just laughs. Jim, you crazy.
That's a real story.
Then he
That's
was
not your dad just doing a
You
bit?
think I'm that good of a writer to put that?
No,
together?
it's not. He's
That's
not.
true.
He's not.
Yeah, we've heard the proof. He's right.
Let me get that out of your head. With
That
just
is
a couple.
fucking... Dude, how the fuck... Why don't you tell that story?
Hey, a man in Texas was sentenced to 10 years recently.
Right back to the
You're
joke.
sitting on gold. Story of going to Rome with refrigerator Perry. And this is you're giving us... Hey,
Had
guy,
sex with a horse. He got 10 years in prison. I hope he was the top. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, you're bottoming for a horse. You're probably not going to live till the morning. Can you imagine if people held up their cell phones at the Holocaust? There'd be some wild footage, right? You know, like they do at concerts. You know, like you get Hitler.
Why would they let them have their phones?
I don't know. They'd be dead.
So you can text Earl what his ex
the
is
Nazis weren't Chappelle.
It's true.
Oh, this got topical. Hey, a man fell from the upper balcony at the Motley Crue Def Leppard Poison concert. Boy, there's a crowd I'd want giving me mouth to mouth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think I'd rather just take the knee on that one.
Why are they giving him mouth to mouth? He probably broke his neck and died.
Why don't you
here's one.
Why don't you go with the classic one-armed drummer bit? I heard he had to do the CPR. He could barely resuscitate.
Hey, boy, I tell you, you want to get mouth to mouth. You don't want to be the guy from the drummer from Def Leppard. You know what I'm saying? That guy's got one arm. He's probably pressing on your chest. Fucking lazy fuck. All right, here's the last one. This is the last bit of shit.
Hold on. No, give us
Can we
three
get
more.
the music? Oh, 3 more? Okay.
Three
You want
more.
the music? Let me get it queued up. Go. You can go.
Hey, all kinds of rumors going around about the new James Bond and who it will be. And I say they make James Bond black and trans just to fuck with people's minds. Instead of getting a vodka martini shaken, not stirred, he'll just get a Colt 45 in a can.
Jesus.
Two things have nothing to do with each
What
other.
are you doing?
And hold on. And Q. And Q can make him or her or he or she or them the world's first laser dick gun hidden in a vagina. It's just trans. That's the weapon possibility is out of control.
Dude, if people, if you go, you do all this material, people would never guess you grew up in Bel Air.
I'm just saying, it'd be what do you mean it doesn't match? Like
No,
a
it's just-
black
no,
dude,
it's
a black dude loves Colt 45.
What? Hey,
So you get it in the can.
Unbelievable.
Hey, this is old school.
I'm sure a lot of
joke
white
here.
guys like Colt 45.
Not really. Okay, fine. Hennessy. You can get him a Hennessy. Shake it up. Spray it all over the balcony.
Aaron, strike that from the record, please.
Okay, the jury, please disregard. Earl, give us end on 2 strong ones.
All right, let me go. Since this is the last time, should I do some of the jokes that didn't make it on the Flair roast?
That didn't make it?
Yeah, that didn't make it.
Yeah, I would like to hear a couple
Here's
of
some
those.
jokes I wrote for Bischoff, but he didn't like them.
How was he in turning them down? Was he nice?
Oh yeah, he was cool. He's like, "Oh, dude, these are all great, but they're not my style."
He's like, my style, I usually like to get laughs.
Hey, there's more Viagra on this stage than a pharmacy.
Most of it's in my pocket. Hey!
Hold on. I like this one. I thought I should have done this one. You know, Rick, you and I have had a lot of ups and downs in our career, and tonight I'd like to bury the hatchet in the back of your head.
What are you talking about?
If this roast
And these didn't make it.
These didn't make it. They should have. Hey, if this roast were on if this roast were on the Titanic, I'd root for a faster iceberg, but they don't like Jews in this room.
Insane.
Oh my God.
Is the fridge here, my old friend?
Fridge and I went to Rome together.
You and Fridge should get back together.
Right,
Travel the world.
Hold on, let me let's see. I'll get to some of the Flair jokes and then use. Let me see here. Let me see.
Give us one more roast joke.
Okay.
The worst one you have, and give us one.
The worst.
You.
Hey, Pat Patterson wanted to be here tonight, but he found out there was 2 girls on the stage, so he was like, gross.
He's also not alive.
Because he loves the young kids. Jesus, this Deus makes the Expendables cast look good.
That's a good one.
By the way, I love the diversity on this roast. The only thing black on this stage is the chair Flair's sitting in. Hulk Hogan wouldn't let his daughter fuck that chair.
Virgil was there.
Rick, he wasn't on the roast, so he wasn't invited. He was just at the convention.
He bought a ticket.
Rick loves women. Not good-looking women, but any women. I mean, he once had a threesome with 2 broads who looked like Earthquake and Tugboat. Halfway through, it was actually Earthquake and Tugboat. He's still finished.
There's the nice length we like.
Do you know how to? Do you know the structure of a joke?
No. Rick's cheated.
You want to learn?
No, it's too late. Rick's cheated. Wait, come on. There you go. We're up against the clock. It's 3:23. Rick's cheated on his wife more than I have on my taxes, and I'm Jewish.
Are you a quarter Jewish?
Oh, he's Jewish when he needs to be.
When he is for a punchline.
Rick's farewell match should be against his prostate.
Let me check it with my mouth.
Jesus Christ. Let me see. Eric was a meat packer before he got in the wrestling business. That explains the Billy and Chuck Gay wedding angle.
It's an inside wrestling joke.
Super inside.
Eddie George was supposed to be here. He's so boring. Bill Cosby puts him in his drinks because he's boring. Girls pass right out.
Bischoff, more like Bishon.
This joke did kill, though. This is one of the ones I did use. Speaking of black guys, anyone think it was racist Bully Ray made Devon get the tables all the time? That's kind of fucked up.
Hello. Undertaker like that one?
And he wasn't at the roast, but
at the match.
Vrabel was.
Yeah, Undertaker's like, sorry, he did you a message. Sorry, I couldn't make it. I'm at home doing anything else.
I mean,
Did you hear this? Let's be Paul Bear.
Percy Pringle in
He
AWA.
passed away.
All right, now let me.
You were
I'm
staying
up here in heaven, Earl.
What are you staying at Haunted Hampton?
Oh, Earl, yes.
Give us some of your A bits, regular old.
Okay,
bits.
all right. Let me go back to the early days. Hold on.
when you still were good.
I did have let's see,
Bit or clip.
I know. Just we'll go to. Let me. I'm gonna go back. Should I go to September? Let me see.
86.
Let's go to March 2018. Joe.
Whoa, here we go.
2016.
Pre-pandemic.
My bad.
You're a young man. Different topics here.
No inflation.
The Spice.
Before you were against Gavin Newsom on Twitter.
I love Gavin Newsom. He's fucking killing it. Got a homeless guy outside my condo built a 4-story tent.
I saw the thing you retweeted of a guy. It was like a crashed pickup truck. Guy runs out buck naked, white dude, has jeans over his dick. Then he just throws the jeans walking down the middle of the road.
No.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
And Earl said, "Great job, Gavin Newsom. You're killing it.
This guy spotted me at the gym.
You should take some wild wiener."
Oh, damn, these are some old stuff. Hey, do you think gay comics don't like being told think positive?
Aaron
He
tickled
loved
him in the
it.
booth.
Yeah, you tickled his fucking wild wiener.
Still chuckling over that one.
He loves it.
Let me see.
Aaron's gonna be doing that in the U room.
Aaron's stealing all these jokes.
Maybe. I mean, let me see.
He's like, yeah, I went to Rome with the fridge. Aaron's up there telling a story.
Let me see. I don't like these. This is some pretty bad jokes.
Give him to him.
If you're saying that,
let's go. Let's have him.
I did go to the Vatican wearing a tinfoil hat shirt.
really?
Yeah.
What happened? You light on fire?
Tripoli pay you?
Oh, give it to the Pope, bro.
I did it as a goof, but I was very uncomfortable the entire time.
Did the Pope whisper in your ear, I love Tripoli?
I got a goof for you. Hey, Joey Lawrence filed for bankruptcy. Whoa! That's pretty
What
good.
a fucking dated reference!
Classic.
Oh my God.
Timeless.
Hey, do you have any Nell Carter jokes?
They were on the same show.
Hey, good luck getting Stormy Daniels on a gag order. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause she fucking really sucks on a mean one.
She wasn't gagging on Donnie, according to her. Said he's got a teeny peener.
Teeny
The
wee.
mushroom head. He's got the mushroom.
All orange pubes, no shaft.
Boy, this is a tough one. There's so much pressure. It's 3:27. I've got 3 minutes.
You get so many great bits in there.
Let me see.
Just fire them off, dude.
I know. Do people from the Braille Institute go on blind dates? Get it? You know what I'm saying? Walmart.
Do you do these every day?
No. These are ones I didn't.
No, I'm saying that. Do you write these?
Oh yeah, I
every
do,
day?
I do.
Maybe we should take a few days off.
We should try not writing for a while.
Hey, I was there not an abortion center named Tomb Raider. That's pretty good.
Womb Raider.
There you go. Let me get to that. Womb Raider.
What do you go back? You look back in your 2018 archives for jokes.
Did you ever see that Angelina Jolie movie about abortion, Womb Raider?
Hey, the world's
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
The world's last white rhino died. Where's Al Sharpton's outrage on that one? You know what I'm saying? I don't mean my ex.
Gee.
Hey, Aaron Hernandez was apparently a tight end off the field, too. Hello! Dude, I don't know if I should do this one. All right, yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it. It's 3:28.
Let me guess. It's racial undertones.
It might be.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, forget Black Panther. How about a Mexican superhero called Brown Beaner?
You write for Mencia?
There's no...
Hold on.
There's more?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All right, let me start over.
There's zero creativity in this bit whatsoever.
How dare you?
Well, you gotta hear the ending though. This is my last one ever. I'm welling up, dude. Welling up. Hey, do hemorrhoids are they caused by bacon? Asking for a friend.
Wait, is this part of fucking...
Hey, forget Black Panther. By the way, why was he always 5 minutes late to every crime scene? Out of control.
Why don't you do the stereotype comedy tour?
No, he was out of control. There's a lot of crime happening. He's fucking,
This is so dated.
Oh, my God.
how about a Mexican superhero called Brown Beaner that can leap over walls in a single hop? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
The Mexican wall joke. A little take on that.
man.
Hey, we all knew. They just came out. Who's Superman? Is he Marvel or
DC.
Hey, DC just came out with a gay Superman. I mean, we all knew he was a fag. I mean, no, seriously. Walks around in a tailored three-piece suit in the daytime, goes in a dark, tight phone booth, and comes out in a form-fitting outfit. Come on.
I've never met a guy.
You're the new Archie Bunker.
It's so 80s. Everything's so 80s.
You should wear a suit. You're like, hey.
Yeah, I tell you.
Dude, people are like, hey, Earl, that's an Eddie Murphy bit from Delirious, the first 12 minutes.
Hey, Russell Simmons. Turns out he's not just a rap mogul, he's a rape mogul.
Give us one more. We got to get
I'm the
out of
bad
here.
guy. He's got sexual assault on the bad guy.
He likes yoga.
That'd be good. Turns out he doesn't just like yoga, he likes raping, too.
Well, I told you my Russell Simmons story. At the
Yeah,
yoga
yeah,
studio.
he told it.
Oh yeah.
He was
Favorite
so-
physician's downward raping dog.
He was so bamboozled after the teacher yelled at him. We were in the locker room, and he put Right Guard on his head because he thought it was like a hairspray. I'm like, hey, that's Right Guard. And he looks at me and goes, well, at least my hair will smell good. Great. Now Russell Simmons is bombing. I think. Hold on. All right, this is it. Hey,
Were you went to high school with Russell Simmons?
No. Hey, who has a bigger organ, Liberace or Tommy Lee? You know what I'm saying?
Hey-o.
All right, let's get out of here.
Hold on.
One more.
We gotta
last.
say, we got to say goodbye to the listeners.
What year do you want?
2014.
Okay, hold on. 2014. Let me pull those up. Any particular month?
November.
Okay, 24.
Talk about Thanksgiving.
Okay, 20. All right, we're gonna do. I can't find 2014. Must have been caught in the. We're gonna do 2015.
It was a dry year for you.
November of. I wasn't really right.
November 2015.
I wasn't really. Okay, here we go. November 2015. All right. Honesty, they say honesty is the best policy, especially if you're trying to lie to someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right.
We got to get out of here.
I can't end on that.
All right, one more.
Banger.
That's it.
One more banger. One more banger. Hey, do you think when a porn star is having a bad day, they ever get the advice of just suck it up and go forward?
I just suck it off and go forward.
There we go. Bitter shit for the final time.
Thank you for coming on, Earl, and thank you
You're
to
the
everybody
best.
for listening to us. We've had a fun, wild ride. Thank you for all the support. Everyone who sent a song in, we appreciate it. And listen to Beach Cops and see what's going to happen going forward.
You don't have to do anything. Just next week, it'll transition to Beach Cops.
Patreon.
Everything.
Like the Patreon.
Well, yeah, but we're doing free episodes.
Oh, you did Patreon for this one?
No.
Okay.
We got it all worked out.
Thank you, guys.
Yes,
we appreciate
thank you
it.
for
It's been a
supporting
fun
us.
ride.
Keep supporting us.
And we'll see ya.
Adios, amigos.
Playing us out. Goodbye, guys.
Danish, O'Neill, Danish and O'Neill. Your empty hearts, they will steal. Danish and O'Neill. If you've been to the Minute Clinic, but you still ain't here.